Welcome everybody to the Natural Ones. We are here to play a game and not make Fruit Gushers jokes. But will probably happen anyway.
I hope that we don't, and so then just authentically people reflecting on the show are just like, you know what, he was right. They did not make Fruit Gushers jokes.
It's not that kind of a show.
Yeah.
We're in our last...
They are called Fruit Gusher.
Wait, what did you think they were called?
Just called Gusher, and I'm like, who calls them Fruit Gusher? But they are called Fruit Gusher.
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I'm not well... That
went well.
Got away from me. Yeah, that went well.
I'm not an idiot. I'm going to fail to speak now. That's what just happened.
That was you.
That was you. That's what you sounded like.
We want to start this game. I want to start this game. So we're going to start this game. There we go. Now that I said it 3 times, it'll happen. It's like Beetlejuice, but...
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Nah,
Fruit
there it was.
Gusher.
Oh, no!
Oh. So, last we left off, our fine band, the Mountain Dews, had kind of made their way to the Azosian Isle, the island of Azosia, I should say, through their mansion, which had now recently been turned into this wonderful flying machine. Along the journey, they had kind of handled a couple of their necessary, how do I say it? Necessary shoppings, necessary inventory change, and building a glorious weapon by the Hell Pike for Philip Fratifuller. Why are you giving me this weird look right now? It's really it really.
I'm looking at the camera. I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
they have also called for aid from one of their friends, the captain of the Everheart, a skyship kind of famous for smuggling, if only through legitimate means, by most accounts. It's like a. It's not.
How do you legitimately smuggle?
That's the. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was.
It's funny when you understand the joke.
No, it's not funny. It's just it was just supposed to.
You forgot your punchline.
It's not funny.
Which was?
That's what I'm asking you.
Okay. At this, we open to you all. You have kind of a plan brewing for yourselves about how to actually break into Tarot and get into the Queen's estate. This is sort of a precarious mission, as it kind of requires a lot of guile and a lot of luck. And so you guys know your positioning and you know what to mostly expect from the environment, but actually getting through is going to be kind of your guys' task. At this point, you guys have been waiting on the island, not on the island, but in your mansion next to the island, for about a day and a half, as the weapon for Philip has been completed and the actual armor that you were waiting for from Moral Shop, Nameless, has arrived. And both of these things will kind of open up with... Moral kind of sent word to you, and you were able to kind of pick it up, and you've brought it back home. It's this padded armor that looks very similar to some padded armor that Liam had before. This kind of stitched together work, but it is much more. It's got like a sheen to it, some kind of veneer almost texture. And with every movement, you can see the fibers inside just kind of shift and push through in a way that most of this material wouldn't be able to do. Most like padded stuff like this has to have like a backing that keeps it fairly structurally sound, so that it actually helps with some form of protection. You are now in possession of cobweb armor.
I'm wearing it too.
You got it. It fits nicely, but it is still semi-loose. Like, it does have kind of like a it has sleeves and and it goes about to your upper thigh, but it's this thing that is going to protect you pretty succinctly from a lot of the dangers involved. And it's lighter than you would expect.
I begin a battle royale. I'm just kidding.
On the
you didn't need that. You didn't need that to kill us.
We gotta test
Philip,
it out.
Philip, Hellpike has kind of finished his work, and he calls you over to the forge. And as you walk into the space, he's sort of sitting down. He's got a cup of dark liquid. You can kind of assume it's like a beer or like a lager or something like that. And he's just kind of been waiting for you. And as you step in, he says, "All right, well, it's finished. Your friend, he's made it he's made it better than I could have ever asked for. His skill is certainly, it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's I believe it's the best way I've ever been able to create.
I'm happy to hear it.
Gets up, and there's like a case for it in this sort of this ebony wood glossed case that he's like opens the top lid to, and it's got this red velvet kind of thing. It's got like inside like this lining that keeps it propped up but also protected, and he grabs the handle, this newly bound leather, and hefts it up. It's this umber, like deep brown, but like tints of red and purple steel that has this kind of shimmer that's not, it's not like, it's a matte kind of sheen, this weird kind of texture to it. And he kind of spins it around for a second and twirls it, and then holds the handle out to you. You can see that the actual handle, the thing that heads towards the hammerhead and the spike to the pick, is the runes, the series of runes that kind of line, and they are written in Dwarvish, so it's a and so he kind of just extends the handle out to you.
Gonna very lightly take it.
And as you like put your hand on it, and you kind of feel it for a second, it's nice. It's definitely a heft, right? Like it's not a light metal. It's solid steel kind of a thing. So it does have a nice heft, but you feel the weight on it, and it is very well balanced. But it also just kind of cuts through the air almost, and every kind of even light swing to it, there's the faintest, like there's this some form of like extra vibration happening as you're pushing it through the air. But as soon as your hand touches it and you kind of have twirled it around, can you go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw?
Damn it. Alright.
Sorry, hold on. Let me double check on that.
It's never going to be safe for me to use it.
Hold on. Don't roll yet. I gotta remember where... sorry.
You can have it. It's fine.
Yes. At disadvantage. Wisdom saving throw.
16.
You're kind of sitting there. You start to feel a pain in your chest.
God damn it.
And your vision just goes black. And as you kind of like open your eyes, it's this red expanse around you with varying shades, so of like magenta and red, like all these kind of things blending together, all making this like expansive mountain reaches and landscape, this charred and broken landscape. And you sit up as you're laying on the ground. The hell pike is no longer in your hand, but all of your other stuff is there. No weapon except for Valkyr's Bane is in your left hand currently. And a voice rings out from the space. Finally, I broke through. You hear just like footsteps next to you from behind, and as you turn behind you and look, it's these weighted steps of like, sounds like someone's wearing like plate mail. And as you turn around, there is this sort of silver shining, full plate armored humanoid, and the helmet that they currently wear is got these sort of fins on the side, this kind of like sea dragon motif kind of thing, and a visor that's pulled down. And pull off the helmet, and it's just this seemingly normal looking man with like this very well kept beard and hair pulled back into kind of like like some longer hair pulled back, but his eyes are this bright purple, and his lips are sort of like a charred black as it like seeps down into the beard. You possess something that is interesting to me. Sort of kind of steps around you. He's just kind of encircling you, probably about 20 feet away. Not getting closer, but just kind of stepping around
you. I came across it fairly recently.
Recent, but your mind has been on it for a while.
Yeah, well, it belonged to someone it shouldn't.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
And as he points to the sword, you see it kind of like shimmer and change shape. And the handle, which once had the symbol of Valkyr, switches to that of Bane, the god of tyrants. He says, "No, that's been mine for a while. No, I'm talking about the Hellpike. Ridiculous.
They're warriors, not linguists."
At this, he's starting to like kind of step into you. He's at about 15 feet, and he says, "You've been stepping around some stuff. You and your friends. I I am very sad to say that I've only spent the past few weeks looking at you. Should have seen it all sooner. My brothers, they're what they are. You and I. We understand sometimes it takes a very certain willpower to enact things. I think we can come to some kind of agreement.
I don't think we're going to find ourselves agreeing on many of these ends.
He steps another 5 feet. He says, well, that's where this gets interesting. See, you and your friends, well, you're going to have a hard time moving around the world, doing whatever it is you might be trying to do. I imagine it has something to do with a certain amount of stones and putting them where you want them and whatever. I have no interest in this or not. I got what I wanted long ago. Thanks to, well, people you follow paving the way. No. You see, unfortunately, we have a mutual interest, my brothers and I, in removing a certain contract. So, work with us, and maybe we can find some way to make it to your benefit. You see, the queen, she's made a lot of promises, and I'm just hedging my bets here, but I think that well, it would be foolish not to see if we can't work something out.
I think I've got things under control, honestly.
Yeah. Super under control. Super under control. And he starts to step, he's like about 5 feet away at this point. He says, you call this in control? I can lead. I can give you every tool that you could desire to help shape whatever kind of future and whatever plans you have. It's my strength, and I can loan it to you. In fact, I insist. Go ahead and make me another wisdom saving throw.
20.
You feel like the sword lunge out, but you're actually able to just barely pull it back into a locked position, not moving. And he says, okay. Well. I guess I'll have to let you go for now, but just know we're always here. And we have your scent, so whenever you're ready. Just think it over when you're remaking the world in your image.
Thought on it plenty. If it's not done with our strength, then it's not worth doing.
Okay, well, And he steps in just a little bit closer, and he says, "This will be the last conversation."
It's good for you.
You wake up on the floor with Hellpike over you, just kind of like, "You all right, kid, son? What? You all right?"
Yeah. I read the situation wrong. That wasn't the problem. This was. Something we took off of those nights. I don't suppose you know anybody that knows how to remove a curse.
No.
Well.
And he like starts to look at the sword. He realizes how it's changed. He says,
I was wondering why Valkyrie would be okay with somebody carrying around their weapon that was doing something like that, and I guess I should have put two and two together after what happened in Harrow, but turns out Valkyrie probably wasn't.
God shit.
Yeah, there's a reason I brought Liam to you.
Speaking of, if you're okay,
Yeah, I'm fine for now.
essentially, the curse as it stands, because you are attuned to Valkyr's Bane, you cannot unattune until the curse is removed.
Yep.
And basically, its effects are now reversed. So, while wielding any weapon and striking out, you will be doing damage to yourself as well.
To the scale of
To that scale.
Okay, I can work with this.
But it's in the same operation. So like if you were to keep hitting the same target,
yeah,
it would happen.
I can work
if
with
you
this.
can choose different targets, you only do so much extra.
I can work with this.
He sort of claps you on the back and heads over to you, Liam, and probably finds you, I don't know, probably in the Tinker's, just kind of like getting prepared for the journey over. You guys still haven't like made your journey over in the airship. You guys are still with the mansion, so there's still like 4 days of a trip left, by the way. And he says, well, it's all finished. And, well, I guess seeing as how you live with a guy, you'll... You did exceptional work for a human.
Thanks.
Not many people I know can craft the way that you do. If you're ever looking for help, or if you ever want someone to... I'll be around. You can call on me.
Thank you.
And, you definitely earned them. More than. Guess I'll have to find some new dream. Got to make this one, so I don't know what else to do.
I get that.
It'll happen. It's kind of the curse of being creative. It never stops.
Yeah.
So just remember that. Never stops. There'll always be something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go face some music, and we'll see where that goes.
If you need help at any point, let us know.
Well, next time you guys are in Newland car, just make sure I'm okay, I guess.
Will do.
He goes ahead and starts packing up. But before he leaves that night, he like takes you to the forge and he's like, I do have something to show you though. And he's left the laser etch, like the he's left it, and he's just sort of like, just figure I can make another one, and I'd much rather it not fall in the hands of the Rubicon if I'm about to be captured. So just farewell gift.
Thanks. I'll try to use it well.
There's a manual, so just don't cut your arms off.
I would never accidentally cut my arms off.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's exactly what Liam's calculating. He's like, well, if I'm going to do it, I mean, like, it's going to be for a reason. So, the four of you, Panther and Pangolin and Kalenth, are getting ready to basically disembark onto the airship and move on. Are there any last-minute things that you guys need to do? Yvonne has also already left for the evening. She already left earlier with the Sending Stone, of course. And Ark is currently kind of waiting to hear what is expected. He has given you guys kind of information about, like, he knows someone who could guide you through the Undercity, like through the underground, but he just needs to know, is that happening?
Can we get directions like into the underground from him?
He knows where it starts.
Great.
He knows a place to begin, but again, he wouldn't be. He doesn't know directions, or like getting in there is going to be difficult.
Yeah, so because I think that our plan is go underground, but not find a guide. That's the plan, Tima Suprema.
I don't want to work with criminals.
Except
I'd
for the ones
rather work
smuggling
with
us into the city.
rats.
Yeah.
So I guess if we can just get the info on like where to get into the underground from him beforehand, we're good on that. I wanted to make some entirely aesthetic modifications to Pangolin.
Okay.
Just to make him more resemble the like factory versions, or the more like aesthetically I want him to look more like the versions I saw in Ulankar. So it'd be plausible that this is something that like I either got or built based off of the schematics available, that sort of thing, as opposed to
that. And again, you also do have a few days to make those modifications as well.
Yeah.
So like during that trip, it is more than easy to do.
Yeah.
I would say goodbye to the wolves and the foxes and I don't know if the hedgehog's still there, but all
he's there.
the animals.
Trulio.
No, Trulio's dead.
What?
When did that happen?
I'm kidding. You guys never asked where Ark kept getting the meat, like.
Oh my god, please. Oh.
Like Trulio's meat.
I
would
can't
be
even say I'm a vegetarian.
Just lays around all
that
day.
wouldn't track.
Sounds good. Dracarius also gives a kind of. I'm loath to do so, but I will stay in the house now. I believe it would be much better than a gaggle of animals and a warforged to protect this place should something bad happen.
There's also
That's
7
good.
kobolds.
I was just going to say, someone needs to watch the kids.
Oh, right.
Actually, I'm going to be leaving then.
But don't worry, they are really well behaved. I could put one of them in charge.
You can put it. You gotta give me a deception check on that one. No, I'm just kidding.
Gold coin on the
Flash
other
of
hand.
genius. No.
That would be an 11.
Yeah, let's use our actual resources today to light Dracarius.
Yeah. Well, okay. You guys have 4 days. It'll be fine.
That's true.
They are mildly behaved at
Mm-hmm.
times.
Well, we'll fix
When
that.
they're sleeping.
They like stories, if you have any.
I am a tenured professor. I understand how to get children to listen.
Just don't hit them,
Not
please.
understand.
There's no reason to hit them.
I'm just checking. They're my babies.
I don't know where you had tenure. I don't.
The School of Hard Knocks.
And then I give each of them a little kiss on their foreheads, which they hate, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mom, shh.
And I say, be on your best
Mom's the
behavior.
worst. Mom's not cool. She's so.
Mom is so cool. You guys are gonna miss me when
I
I'm
got a
gone.
cool sun sword. Come
I'm
on.
a cool mom. I'm not
Look,
like
kids,
regular moms,
lights up the sword.
I'm a cool mom.
Look, kids, lights up the sword. Blaze it. Haha.
All right.
420.
It's a desert
6-9.
holiday.
I need some water.
We have water.
I know.
It's
I'm just
free
gonna say,
here.
like, I just want to take a second. Yeah, I need some water. I don't know why, but I'm just like. dying.
Does your apartment have something wrong with it?
I don't know, because this is how people act before they turn into a zombie.
I did just watch Night of the Living Dead last night.
No, no.
But the Elvira version, so she would pop up occasionally and make jokes.
See, this is what happens when you practice witchcraft. You watch horror movies, then it makes them actually start happening.
All that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Because it's witchcraft.
Excuse me.
Part of
a
me
lot of
really
weird
wants
shit
to
going on
keep
today.
gold coin on my shoulder.
Yeah, it's just a weird energy.
Through this whole,
I got one hand in my pocket.
And a gold coin on my
shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I thought we were saying it together. It didn't work.
and the other one is holding a gold coin.
All right.
Here to do some business with a gold coin on his shoulder.
So
A
what I'm
gold
gathering
coin on
is I
his
should have
shoulder.
gold coin on my shoulder.
Do what you want. What you want.
If
with
not
your
for the
body.
music. Lady Gaga doesn't like that song anymore.
Man. You should have just kept the mace at all times.
Okay, it's the shit with Lady Gaga things.
Well, she wrote this. Okay.
Yeah. Wrote the song, sure.
Sorry, Stephanie Germanati wrote it. I don't know how to say her last name. obviously.
Germanati.
I thought I would try and say it confidently, but
Like it's the what how the Italians call people German.
I was thinking it was like the German.
He's
you
a
know,
Germanati.
The secret society of Germans.
Germanati.
Germanitis.
No, the Germanati are responsible for COVID. They made all the germs.
Sure.
Yeah.
comment below if we offended you.
If not, we need to keep going. I'm not leaving until everybody's unhappy.
Okay.
Everyone
so-
leaves the stream.
So you guys packing your things together and getting on to the Everheart. You start sailing east. Oh, sky sailing. How about, just to make it clear. Sky sailing east.
Scaling, as they say.
Scaling towards Terra.
I'm a scaly.
This trip is, again, relatively easy. This is about 4 days on a trade route, as well as very easy winds currently. You're approaching, like this area is approaching hurricane season, but like it is.
Oh my God, we're in
it's
Florida.
a few weeks still before that would really hit. So if there's anything you want to accomplish over this 4 days, specifically preparations or anything like that, just let me, just... It's okay. I didn't hear it, but we
You
will
might
in the
not
recording.
have, but Chris will.
Remove curse. Did it work?
Do you
Go
have
ahead.
remove curse?
Yeah, it's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah. But you said it's 3rd?
Remove curse is a 3rd level spell. You have to roll if it's above a 3rd level.
Okay. Yes. That's I thought for whatever reason I thought it was 4th. So
And then let me look up the specifics of what you add to it. Wait. Oh, it's the spell magic I'm thinking of that you gotta roll.
Mm-hmm.
So remove curse. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded. Oh.
Mm-hmm. This is just I'm
So I can just take the sword off now? Can
I'm
I take
saying
it
this,
off?
this roll is for something else. This
okay.
roll is for
Okay, so it's a 14 on the die. What am I adding to this?
your wisdom modifier.
16.
16. Okay.
Not a saving throw, not a...
Not a saving throw. It's more. This is just a because no matter what, the curse is being removed.
Okay.
That part is that part is the part.
Does my arm go with it?
No.
Okay.
Okay. For the next 3 days, you are vulnerable.
Emotionally.
Yeah. Spiritually.
The fate worse than death.
Yes. No, you are vulnerable to slashing weapons.
It's a good thing we're on a ship for several days.
I go up
Don't walk
and
too
slash him.
don't walk too close to the fans.
Yeah, it was 2d4, so it could have been an entire week. So like by the time you actually get to Tarot, you'll because you didn't pass the check.
I figured. The fact that it wasn't as... Man, it's so weird.
Can I use
just the
that
weapons.
It's like a
spell?
wisdom ability check. That spell? It's not really a spell. It's like a specific curse.
No, for my
Wait, can you make
curse.
curses?
What's that?
No, I am cursed. I would like to remove it eventually. Just hasn't really appeared yet. And I was just wondering, can I use that? Can I have it?
Do you recall the nature of your curse?
I know, but I was hoping maybe Philip got really strong since then.
No.
I can only do like basic curses.
Okay,
Yeah.
well.
And that's kind of the level of magic of this curse is that it's
It just seemed like that guy was really strong, so I don't know. I thought maybe it was a really strong curse.
It's
Yeah.
because
Not that
it's
I'm saying it's not. I just was saying I thought maybe... I don't know.
I was worried it was going to be something that went beyond like the regular remove curse as well, but thankfully it wasn't.
no. It's just a curse.
It's a baby curse.
It's just a curse.
Baby.
I misread cure wounds as curse wounds. Like I'm gonna curse the shit out of your wounds.
Yeah, like you stub your toe and you're just like, fuck.
But yeah, again, mainly that check was just to see how long you were going to be affected by it. So
Cool. I mean, 3 days means I'll be okay by the time we get off the ship.
correct. Exactly.
So, all right.
We get attacked by the slashing pirates. Watch out.
I'm gonna take off this. I'm gonna take off the sword.
you know the irony is they all use piercing weapons.
Whoa, yeah.
gonna-
Well,
Oh, he took Hellpike's foe blaster back, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He definitely took the thing that he's. Well. No, he would have left it because it would have been the same situation as the laser. He's like, I don't want somebody to just take my shit.
All right. I'm keeping it on my hip then. I have nothing else to attune to at the moment. So unless we have other magic items laying around.
do you want the mace?
I could attune to that. Okay, do you want help? Do you want Hellpike's Foe Blaster so that you can get Eldritch Blast?
Only
I'd
through
love
the
to,
weapon.
but I
You
can't.
have to
I
be- you'd have to
did
be
the mace so I could have True Sight.
Fair.
I mean, I want to
right, you're
cast
just
an
unattuned
Eldritch
to it.
Blast, but
Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep this on.
Chelsea.
Can I cast Remembrance to do...
Oh, yes. What is the? Because again, it's like when you cast the spell, you have to have a full intention of like, this is the moment I want to see. So
Yeah. I am wanting to see the moment... Try to make sure I word this correctly. The moment that the stone was changed from its original purpose to its current purpose.
Okay.
That was very well phrased. I don't think he can bullshit you out of that one.
I was trying very
You want
hard
to
because
see
we
the
don't technically know if
moment.
the queen did it, so I had to make sure I said it correctly.
Because actually, if it
thinking.
was somebody else that did it, like, yeah, that's really good to know.
You want to see. I'm just rereading my spell.
I love this spell, but it is very complicated.
Yeah, it's a exploration spell if there ever was one. It's not a like I'm not gonna do this in the middle of combat or I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like be like yeah okay we'll just go do it. It's like it's particular. Okay. The Chromantic Mirror Stone, when it had its purpose changed, is what you want to see.
Yes, I'm just making sure I've worded it correctly one last time.
Yeah, you worded it correctly. Like,
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just making sure,
Yes.
repeating it for the audience's sake.
He's like, all right, here's the moment in time when it had its purpose changed. However, you're looking at the other side of the world. So you're not actually getting...
You're actually looking at a different mirror stone.
That's why I wanted to make sure I had to...
That's why I was saying Chromantic, was because it was like, let's be specific. Okay. As you sit to meditate into the kind of like casting trance that is required by the nature of this spell, you at minute 10 you finally break through and you start to feel the pull downward, and you keep seeing the flash of like a season change around you, and you're placed at a starry evening, looking up. You can tell by the position of the stars that you are currently much farther north of your position than you currently are.
Huh.
You are on the base of a large... You can tell it's a volcano. And it is surrounded, your current area, by expansive ocean. This is a lone volcano in the middle of a deep sea. You stand at the base of this mountain, of this volcano, and standing in front of you is Queen Dristal, the way that you have seen her depicted in statues and the like. Sort of elegant, but in her attire, she's not in any drapery, she's not in anything, she's in a very kind of simple, like almost jumpsuit-esque outfit. And she has a stone in her hand about the size of her palm. No larger than that. It's this deep crimson, kind of boiling magenta at points. And you see her staring at it for minutes.
The stone in her hand, or the stone?
The stone in her hand. The stone in her hand is currently... She's just kind of looking at it, experiencing this long, kind of 100-yard stare that you have seen several times as being the same kind of look someone has on their face when they've touched mirror stones before. This kind of gravitated connection. This inability to ascertain the things around them. And she's there for minutes looking at this thing. And towards the end, you see the mirror, you see the stone in her hand glow into this intense light, and then you see it crack in half. And she takes one half and places it. She has like 2 bags, and so she places one in each bag. Ties off, like kind of draws the drawstrings on both bags, puts it into this little knapsack she has, and then starts to walk away towards this ship sitting in the bay.
Perchance a yacht?
It does look indeed like a yacht. But it is not a sky ship, it's just it's like a regular ship.
And what does the ship look like?
It has these, I'm trying to it is a dark wood, like this ebony wood that has again like a similar sort of sheen and veneer to it as like the box that the Hellpike was in, right? It's very similar, that kind of make. But the sails themselves are this very thin material, almost looking like paper, but as they rest under the moonlight, you see they fill in this sort of like aurora borealis shimmering, like throughout the entirety of it. And as she sails away, it sails so much faster than any other ship you've seen in terms of like water-based ships. Like it's not carrying on the wind, for instance. It's carrying on its own kind of power.
Maybe that is a good escape route then.
And which can I tell which direction she goes? Like north, south?
Yeah, she would be heading south. Sorry, I realized I got distracted by saying something else that when I said like by the location of the star. No, I said the location of the star. Sorry.
You did, yeah.
I said, okay. I thought I flubbed that. Sorry.
And I have, based on everything, was she by herself or were there other people around her when she was doing this?
She was by herself, but the ship seemed to have the shapes of people.
Okay.
Where she was standing as well while she was looking at this stone had it was dug out. Like it wasn't
like
completely
human
flat.
size or like trench size?
Trench size. Like it was probably, based on the amount of rocks and dirt and sediment moved, it was probably days worth of digging.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Like holes style then.
Yeah.
I was thinking like someone stood there a lot kind of thing. That's why I was, okay.
Yeah, no, it's mostly that.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I could get from that answer, that viewing. How old does she look? I know that's a relative question, but
based on images you've seen, you've never seen this person, right? Like, so
correct, yeah.
She is an elf for one, so
Yeah.
that kind of is a little tricky. And two, the amount of gravity that it took to get to this point feels roughly. It was much longer than the last time. Probably about. Well, sorry, not much longer. It's about the same. About the same amount of time.
As with
Just a
Kalenth.
little. Yeah.
Yikes, okay. I'm done remembering.
And you pull all the way back to the present.
I reveal this information to anyone who is nearby me.
I reveal one of the deckhands. He's like,
Hey, guess what I just did?
Is that Lolly?
When she mentions the volcano, does that sound familiar from the one that I saw in my dream?
The way you saw it in your dream was also a solitary volcano surrounded by ocean and sea. So it has a similar feel in that way. Like the coloring would have been similar, but that's if that
And
helps.
I wouldn't know if there were like other solitary volcanoes on other
There
islands.
are.
Like,
I mean, the
wouldn't know.
Lunarian Isles, the expanse of islands that make between Izozia and Grania and Taro and Katsu, like all of that stretch of islands, there would be solitary volcanoes that direction. I would say the thing that sticks out to you is the sizing. The distinct largeness of the one in your dream and the one that she's seeing, very similar. Because most solitary volcanoes will also be a part of other landscapes, like other land masses. It's not just going to be a solitary volcano. It's going to be a bunch of smaller little islands right next to it, or like part of a larger little base. So this thing is massive just on its own.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that information yet, but once I know, I will.
It's up to you. I just mean to say, like, it seems similar. It's
Cool.
it's a it's a possibility.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of interesting. I guess it's not that surprising, but I didn't think about that in retrospect. But with Chronomancy and Chronomancy being like newer schools of magic, I guess the stone being smaller makes sense. Maybe, or maybe that has nothing to do with it. But like that was definitely the mirror stone, right? Like what she was holding was definitely the stone, right?
I think so. She seemed connected to it in the way that we all get.
She broke it.
Maybe
it's still
to
functioning,
change
apparently.
its purpose, you have to break it.
Well, I guess maybe breaking it and destroying it aren't the same thing. I thought like damaging it. I thought damaging a stone like that would be like what we're trying to not do, but if it's still functioning, she's keeping it in two halves, but she has both of them. She could literally just be carrying the stone on her person. It might not even be a thing that we are gonna find. It might just be on her.
I gather it is on her.
And in that case, if we do end up interacting with one half of the stone, she'd probably know immediately.
Yeah.
What's the point of... Because my first thought was, she takes it basically like it's a way to have an instant connection with the stone at all times, just to have part of it with you. But if it's small enough to carry, why do that?
I don't think I can think of as some kind of control over it or something. Like,
Unless she's not the only person with a piece.
there are other stones that we've seen change their purpose, and they aren't broken though, like that.
Well, you don't know. It could have been bigger before.
I guess, but like they didn't seem to have fracture lines or anything, from what I remember. I feel like the way she did it isn't the way it always has to be done.
I unfortunately don't know what she was saying because it was in her head.
Yeah. Still, it seems pretty. Yeah. So she went digging for the stone. They tracked it down somehow. They dug it up. She did something while she was talking to it that made it break and also changed its purpose. And she kept it with her. Also, she has a magic boat.
Or at least sails that are magic.
Yeah. She's the...
Amelia overhears it. She's like, "Oh yeah, there's sky ships, but there's also, there are. It's more of like a night vessel. It will move about 3 times the speed of any other vessel, but it can only operate at night."
Oh.
I literally was going to make a joke. I thought you meant night with a K, so I was going to make a joke about like, yeah, but you can only sail it at night. And that's actually it.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
So maybe not a good escape plan.
Most of the
Depending
time,
on
it's
when we do
it's
it.
like pleasure cruisers, is what she kind of says. She's like, it's usually like leisure vessels, people that want to go and like on a vacation or something like that. We'll get on a ship like that.
Man,
because
I want to go on a cruise so bad.
it'll be able to take you wherever you need to go during when most people are falling asleep, but you'll be able to do stuff during the day. Kind of thing.
Okay.
Maybe
Well-
the volcano makes mirror stones.
Well, that's where we got to take them, right? At
It's
the end of it.
probably Mount Daedalus.
Coriand. Yeah. That's where we're supposed to take them back. So for Chromancy to literally be from there... It was so funny. It was like... When it started, I was like, oh, so she changed its purpose before moving it. And, like, no, she just carries it. She literally just carried it. She didn't have to convince it to move. Which means that we're probably going to have to carry it with us if we get it.
If we're successful, we can do the same.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. Why does it have control over the egregore? She changed its purpose, so she had to know about the egregore beforehand. Did you get a sense of what time it happened around? Like, what the timing was again?
The same time that the whole entire Clem box thing happened.
Did she create the egregore as a response to that war? To stop, like, Calenth and Dracarius and stuff? It's bizarre timing. First I was like, maybe it's a response to when her husband got taken by a devil. But no, this was after that. Okay, well, so it's good to know that we don't need to go looking for like a Mirrorstone room necessarily. It's probably just actually going to be on her body.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It means we only have to do one thing instead of 2 things, basically. Well, 3 things instead of 2 things, since we also
Or
have
it
to
could
take
make the
one.
one thing really hard.
Probably.
Probably.
Either way, it's what we got to do. I don't think this changes the plan any. It just kind of changes the way that we look around the building. basically means we're basically just hunting for people then. We're just hunting Arwen and the Queen. I'm still kind of curious about the vault and just like what things she might have in there, and it's possible that if she isn't carrying it on her person, it is still very likely that it would be in the vault.
Yeah.
Although,
or maybe
would
just
the vault,
one half of it.
would the vault be accessible to other people? Or would it only be accessible to her? Does Colinth know?
Colinth would say that, well, it is her personal vault, while also being a vault of the state. So there would be some people with additional access, but she would have, most likely vaults within vaults. It's an entire floor of it, so it's not really the same.
Yeah, 'cause I just don't think she would leave the stone somewhere where other people could access it. So if it could be kept away from everybody else but her, then yeah, maybe it is still in the vault room. Or at least part of it. Yeah.
It's kind of like Severus Snape when he has... Not Snape, Voldemort.
I'm familiar with that story.
Yeah, it's my
With
my
that
favorite book,
old-
with that
That old elven tale
that,
of
that famous villain Grundle vibes.
No vibes.
Is there a map on the ship where I want to say the volcano would be depicted?
There's a world map that like there are and this skyship, because it does make trips regularly through the Lunarian Isles, would have there are sky charts, so you can have someone kind of walk you through how they read them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still slightly foreign to you in terms of like being able to depict it completely. But most of their charts would list out any of the volcanoes in this area. None of them, while giving kind of the description of like a large volcano to these sailors, they're like, yeah, I mean, like there's a couple of them that are fairly big, but if you're talking as expansive as you're talking, probably not this far, like not down here. You might be able to find something northward, or you might be talking about Mount Corianda. It's not a mystery of what Mount Corianda, like where that is,
Yeah.
or like of like. It's just that it's like the only thing that's that massive is that, but or anything close to that. So.
It checks out with the stars too, because it is farther north.
So you would know that that Mount Corianda is on the west side of Rakia. Like that's how far north it is.
Cool.
Go and make me a history check. You're proficient, right?
No, not in history.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I don't think any of us have history.
No, I'm only proficient in very small amounts of things. And it's not.
Oh, that is not how I spell that.
Oh, she's looking at Corianda.
Oh. I thought she meant history, and I was like, what?
Oh no, sorry. Sometimes I talk out loud.
It's okay.
Sometimes I talk out loud too.
That's actually how I do all my talking, is out loud.
So I have no clue how this connects in the slightest, but I had a dream, and the volcano kind of erupted, and I was kind of there for that. Hearing that that's where the stone is, or was, felt like maybe I needed to let you guys know. I'm not as smart as the rest of you, so I'm not entirely sure how I could piece it together. But yeah.
One, I'm flattered you think I'm smart, and two, was it you set Lolly or like another you like passed?
Me set
I don't know.
off?
I've been having weird dreams where it's not me, so I thought maybe it wasn't you and you were experiencing memory of someone else.
No. No, it was just me. But then I had
And
a
you were
second
by
dream.
yourself?
Was I by myself? Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I was. But then I wonder if it has something to do with Dolara, because then she came in another dream and was like, I've been trying to get you to go down this path, you're not really doing it, blah, 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 but I don't see how an erupting volcano and that really fit. But I was by myself, yes.
What about that mural that was on the wall that your children painted?
They had no idea why they painted that. And I have no idea as well.
It was, that was like a tower with like an Eye of Sauron situation, right? That
Yes,
other elven tale.
Yes, it was a tower with a sun, yeah.
Oh, with the sun.
Yes, and at the time I thought maybe I was supposed to die, and everyone told me I was stupid, so... Not stupid, that it was a bad idea. But, yes. I have no clue how anything connects with anything.
Did she say what the path is you're supposed to do, or was she really, like, not?
No, she was just angry with me that apparently I wasn't doing it. But I just don't know what it is I'm supposed to be doing, specifically.
Did you ask?
No. She was yelling at me. I didn't think then was the time to ask. I mean, I could
know.
try to ask. I don't know if it works to communicate with her outside of the expanse, but I mean, I've tried. It doesn't, but I could try again.
If you get a hold of her, you could ask, yeah.
Just don't call collect. That makes it less likely that they'll answer.
I mean, we have time. I could try on the trip here. To here. Oh,
This is one of the most relaxing Zen places you could find, so I think it'd be just a bunch of sweaty guys, like, hauling ropes around.
It's my kind of relaxation. Let's go.
I just like ropes, okay? I just like them. I don't...
Well, yeah, you put 10 of them in your wand.
Yep.
That's what I like to imagine, is like your wand will actually shoot out the rope. While you've got rope tricking.
But it's not like a magical wand so much as just like a gear gadget I've made. So it's like this big like coiled rope like gun thing. I just like set it up.
Just like some cheap like dollar
Rope
store,
trick.
like magic store. It's good.
I picture most of my magical gadgets
Press
as
RD.
needlessly complicated tools.
That's the point. I think everybody that plays an artificer wants to do that kind of shit. I think it's why they play artificers. Every artificer I've seen has done weird shit. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it definitely makes it seem like we're on the right track. That definitely confirms she has the stone. If that volcano is Mount Corianda, then... The whole thing's really curious, but I think what this means is we just need to take it from her. I'm actually really
both
curious if we'll be
parts.
able to stop the egregore if we get the stone. Probably not. It'd be too easy. It's never that easy.
When the volcano exploded, did it come down at you like the lava?
Yes. I mean, I could go try and see if maybe that helps us in any way.
I don't know. I was just curious if you're saying it was like a future, not a past sort of thing.
That's what I'm guessing.
I wonder if that's part of getting the stones together or not.
Making the volcano explode.
I wonder if the volcano explodes, or if it's saying that like there's a time limit to do it before something happens to the volcano. Like maybe we won't be able to get the stones back there anymore after the eruption or something. Or using the stones makes it erupt. Either way.
Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine.
Alright, well, I guess let's try what we can. And, yeah. See if you can get some
Okay.
clarification on that, because that's kind of cryptic.
Maybe you'll have another dream.
Maybe.
As you attempt to sort of meditate, get into the state of which you try to actually communicate with Dolorath, you kind of spend a few hours reaching out to no avail. There is no answer on the other end, essentially.
I'm gonna star 67 it one more time.
Well, you didn't receive a call, so you're just star 67ing yourself, so you end up talking to yourself.
I like that we've made two extremely old, outdated phone references that none of the Zoomers are going to understand.
No, man, you still can
In
star
one
67.
episode.
Your number is unknown.
She did say star 67.
But does anybody do that anymore?
Oh no, I'm just saying you can. I wouldn't know because I've done it.
I think you can still do collect calling too. I just don't think anybody does.
But,
I guess it just.
okay.
I think it depends on the purpose.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that is wanting to be figured out, discussed? No?
Oh, before we got off of the... Well, no, I guess we'd be on the ship. Man.
I gave you options. I said, are you,
I wanted to
what are you
just-
grabbing?
Well, it was a thing like, it's... Because I didn't remove the curse until we got on the airship.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the thing, is I just want to... I would like to not have it with us, but as long as we're not attuning to it, it's whatever. I guess.
Put it in Flanagan's soul. Send it to the other plane.
There you go. Yep. All right. As long as Flanagan doesn't attune to it, we'll be all right.
I mean, technically,
I love
it's
the
in a
idea.
pocket dimension on another plane. So,
Yeah.
Well, no. The saddlebags are a pocket dimension within themselves.
yeah. And I assume we're not bringing Flanagan, so then Flanagan's also in another plane. So it's two dimensions away from us.
I thought these were ships.
So I'm just gonna. We're moving past that one. All right. So your journey, your few days travel on the Everheart comes to an end as you coast into the docks on the south end of the grand city of Taro. All of the buildings and different heights, different lengths, different everything is building upwards all the way out onto this through this precipice, this crag that juts out from the south of Bovasia that makes up the entirety of the city of Taro. Ark has given you all instructions as to where you're actually going to be able to enter the underground. But first, you have to pass through the sentries. So, Kalenth kind of looks at the lot of you and he says, all right, what are we doing? You said before, Liam, that you have a way to hide us, and arguably I do as well. It's simply a matter of what's the plan?
Hiding us in regards to while we get on the boat into the city, or once we're at the city?
On the boat.
Rope trick.
Very good. Hopefully that'll be enough. As you set the rope trick.
Get up! Get on up!
You all kind of enter the space, and it's a little crowded as you pull the rope up just to try to, like...
Start dealing cards. As we wait.
You see, after about 5 minutes... Oh no, rope trick only lasts 6!
Spell it lasts 6 minutes.
Yeah. The ship pulls into into kind of a lull, and you hear several footprints, like several footfalls on the floor above you, and they start moving through the ship. And you see them you see the guards move through. Somewhere around 6 or 7 individual guards are moving through the ship, kind of looking through everything.
Oh, make sure. I did pull the rope up into the...
Yeah, is one of them a pocket dimension site?
They kind of... There's a moment where you think that one of them is sort of like looking directly at you, but then he just kind of moves on.
You just wave at him.
Hello. But all the guards then leave the ship, and the pulls forward again. About a few minutes later, the ship fully docks. And you start to hear the grinding gears that kind of like hook this back into power supplies and the like, and locks the ship into the dock itself. And Clem says, "Well, I do believe that is the signal then to push forward."
Yeah.
Right.
He drops down, and he sort of just... The box appears next to him. He says, "So, am I doing anything now, or are we going to chance it by stepping out?"
Is the disguise we pick now what we're stuck with, or could we do a disguise now and then swap it once we get closer to the building?
It'll... Yes, I should be able to do that. It will just require a little bit of time.
Oh, we'll have time in the
Sure.
sewers. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a gaggle of technicians wandering the street might draw attention, whereas if we're all just random inconspicuous folks, and then when we're in the sewers, we can make that decision on exactly the tower disguise we want.
All right. I can really only do it twice anyway, so you just keep that in mind. And he shifts out, and you all take on an appearance of your own desire at the moment. And
John Goodman.
okay,
Oh, I'll be Meryl Streep then.
okay.
Tall Ben Stiller.
It's just like stretched legs.
It's me.
Ben.
I don't. What are you?
Ben's taller.
Yeah.
That's good. Shit.
Ben's taller.
Beans.
Jackie, do you have
I'll look like Glenn Close,
All right, sure.
but in Sunset Boulevard.
Man, maybe
Yes.
we shouldn't have picked people with like such eye-catching
Yeah, it's
like
individuality.
features.
I mean,
like
Goodman,
nobody, like nobody can help but look at us.
John Goodman looks like John Goodman, though. Like, he's not like... Nobody's just like, oh, that guy kind of looks like John Goodman. It's like, no, he's very
You
distinct.
should just be her in Hillbilly Elegy, because no one recognizes
Oh,
her
yeah,
then.
that's
And
true.
then I will be
Yes.
her I will do Meryl Streep in Into the Woods. So it's like I look very witchy.
Or Doubt.
No,
You could be a
no,
nun.
or
You look
Doubt.
more conspicuous. So
I'm
you
a
look
nun.
Like
I
really
like a
weird.
nun.
Dodgeball.
Don't mess with perfection. John Goodman in Speed Racer. Dadoy.
Right.
But he's dressed like the bad guy from the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Dodgeball, Ben Stiller, but with longer legs.
Again, I'm just like
All the fake muscles.
All of the those aren't fake. Those are real.
They had him in a bodysuit, didn't they?
No, that was Ben Stiller. Yeah,
But he was like comically ripped.
yes, that's Ben Stiller,
Time and money's all it takes, bro.
dude. Like he's always been that. Like
Ben Stiller is secretly jacked, and here
That's
are the
him.
photos to prove it.
I swear, like they had. Oh my god!
they had him in a
Why did
fat
they put him in a
suit.
fat suit? That's what I'm thinking of.
Comment below if you want these photos on our
Exact
Patreon
opposite.
that we don't have.
That we don't own.
Dodgeball, Ben Stiller. Man, I wish I had javelins.
Oh, that's kind of who Jay looks like too. Ben Stiller.
He's like a dead ringer for Matthew Broderick, though.
Yeah. So, John Goodman, Meryl Streep, Ben's taller, and Glenn Close walk into a bar.
What does Colette look like?
Paw bracers. Paw bracers. That's me.
Colette is Steve Martin.
Sure. Calenthus decided
Which Steve Martin, the jerk?
yeah, the jerk.
Three Amigos.
Jerk. The jerk.
Okay.
That version of Steve Martin.
Or
Okay.
Steve Carell, The Office, whichever
No.
Steve you prefer.
Always
I
Martin.
prefer. Oh.
Of those two choices, always Martin. I'm sorry. Like I didn't
Yeah,
say
the
Steve
arrow.
Carell was bad. I
With
said
the
that-
arrow.
The way back.
yeah, with the arrow. Yeah.
The way back. Because he's like jacked and like super tan.
That's Steve Carell. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's Steve Carell.
No, any Steve Carell. Have you seen his GQ
Okay.
cover?
Yet another person who is physically fit, but just like you're like you seem to have
Well,
this
because
perception
his
of them
roles,
that, like,
his roles, he's supposed to be doughy usually, but then in the way back, like they're just like, no, he like had his summer body. He was vacationing with his family, and they were shooting the movie, and they're like, we're like actually like right by your vacation home, and so he just came over with his tan and his like summer muscles
summer
and played an abusive stepfather.
I'm working on.
This is
I'm
great.
working
This
on
is
my
great
summer
color.
muscles right now. It's,
Yeah.
me too, man. I am. I look at the end.
you actually have actually put work into summer muscles. I'm wicked not.
Right. So to the game. That was 5 minutes.
World building.
Worth it.
Go ahead and what we're going to need is
Keanu
oh my
Reeves.
God, what?
Sorry.
Panther is Lassie.
No.
Shere Khan
Panther.
from Tailspin with the full suit.
Panther is that dog from Homeward Bound.
I was literally gonna say Shadow.
Shadow?
I was gonna say Shadow. from
Ah,
Homeward Bound.
Shadow.
Oh my god.
Because he's a
he already
panther,
has
which
the
is like a
depressing eyes of
shadow.
a dead dog.
Or it could be Chance.
Dying
Shadow's
dog.
not
He's a dying
dead.
dog. He's
He's lives. He comes.
Later in
back.
this-
Have you
he's-
seen?
he's
Did you
the
watch
old
the end of the movie? Sorry
Yeah.
if anyone
He
has.
just stopped when the Shadow fake out death happened. He's like, well, got everything I needed out of that movie.
It was either that or Oliver and Company, so I was really not sure.
Oh, Billy Joel from Oliver and Company. Yeah,
Carrying around some hot dogs. Okay. Anyway.
No, but
let's
like
go.
the idea that you're thinking like it's Billy Joel's face but on the dog.
Yeah, yeah. Why should I worry?
Or it could be the little chihuahua.
Which
I
makes
like
me
the
think
chihuahua
of Jermaine
too.
Clement in What We Do in the Shadows when he turns into animals and he can't not have his face. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, what is Pangolin?
Pangolin is Pangolin, but he's been reduced. So, you know.
He's Johnny Five,
You are.
the Iron Giant.
Can I get.
Yes. Let's go.
Jesus. Either a deception check
Oh.
Oy.
Oh, actually.
or a persuasion check
Yikes. I suck at both.
on your disguises.
look. I got this covered. Woof. 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 Woof.
I got this covered in poop.
Well,
Got him.
Oh no.
It's +1 either way. Okay.
Yeah, same.
What am I?
Flash of Genius.
Flash of Genius. That's 5? Wait, I could give everyone a Flash of Genius.
Yeah, but then you'd be out.
Yeah.
It might not be worth it, but actually, it would actually make mine into a good roll.
I'm
Mine
just saying.
still
I'm
wouldn't,
saying
so
also
don't
you
waste
can't.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. But here's the other thing, Liam, Miles. You can't do it at this. You could do it for yourself or someone else. You can't do it for everybody all at once.
We all did it
I
separate
mean, it
times.
doesn't say that, but it's fine. No, I'm just kidding. So I Flash of Genius myself, and I'm gonna leave everyone else to hang. Mine is 19.
He flashed himself and left everybody else to hang.
All right, 19. Chris.
12, because I rolled a 3.
Nameless.
14.
Set Lolly.
A 5?
If it makes you feel better, I did
God.
roll for Panther, and he
Well,
got
Glenn
a 3.
Farr.
Yeah.
What did he get?
What did
A
Panther
3.
get? A 3.
Jesus.
So it's a 3, a 5, a 12.
This is one of
I
my
don't know
best
how he can
skills.
suck at being a dog, but he can apparently.
Woof, woof.
Yeah.
What, don't you have like a +1 or a +0 to your...
I have +0. I rolled a solid 14,
Well, this is just-
baby.
this
I have
is
+9 and you still
Keeping
beat
up
me.
appearances and also just dodging people, making sure that you're. It's just an illusion, by the way. That's the thing with this spell, is that it's not like changing your actual physical appearance. It's just an illusory effect. So,
Oh my God.
anything that's happening here, this is part of the check. Kalenth got a 25.
Good for him. He's doing the whole monologue.
And this is, you also have to get off the ship and just kind of get out of here. So this is going to be interesting. All right.
We're really
It made
cutting it Glenn
Panther
close
too
here.
cute. Panther was like the cutest dog ever, and everyone had to pet him.
Okay. As you guys are making your way to the entrance to the underground that Ark has given you, which is close to the docks, you're sort of stepping down the steps of the sky dock. You're making. You're headed down further towards the low end of the city, and as you get towards the bottom of the steps, 4 guards are just kind of standing there, and they look over at you, and as you step down, it's like, Setlali, you end up tripping a little bit on a step, and you kind of bump into Panther, and you see, just for a second, that like your leg hits into him in a weird way that it's like 3D clipping in video games where like your leg is in the middle of the chair kind of a thing, and 2 of the guards are like notice it as you guys keep moving forward.
Do I notice them noticing it?
They've definitely looked your direction, and so you're kind of like seeing them eye you as you keep walking down. And about 15-20 seconds later, 2 of them are kind of slowly looking out at you guys as you guys move towards the underdocks.
So I'm definitely not disguised as well as I think I am. Everybody just act normal. We obviously don't want to raise any more suspicion, but they definitely know something is up with me.
It's the middle of the day, people are milling about, even down here. This is getting into the market area. There's a lot more people down here. It's a lot busier.
Just got
So
lost in the music the moment you
Yeah. That was a close call.
Glenn
I
close,
mean,
because you're Glenn close.
they're still watching me. We're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, but I didn't want to forget the joke.
What are you guys doing? I need some choices here.
You said that there's a lot of.
Is there a way for me
Everybody
to
has
just,
an idea.
Is there a way for me to just start being stealthy?
You could try to get lost in the crowd, but again, that runs the risk of dropping your illusion.
But I'm very good at stealth.
I think we just need to make our way close to where the underground entrance is.
Yeah, we
Nameless?
think we just barge ahead, try and look in.
So wait, if we get lost in the crowd, it drops the illusion. I'm confused.
If you bump into somebody.
It's a lot more crowded down here, so there's easy paths to walk down where you wouldn't be bumping into people, and you can save your disguise. But if you go into the crowd of people to try to lose the tail or whatever, or to lose these two guards, you're going to run the risk of your illusion dropping. Does that make sense?
Okay. A little bit, yeah.
If you stick away from the crowd, your illusion has no opportunity to be dropped, but you're still kind of out in the open. But if you go into the crowd, your illusion could drop, but you at least have the opportunity to try to stealth away. So it's up to you.
I'll just keep going as normal. Without stealthing. For now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just act as aggressively normal as possible, and if nothing happens...
Can everybody give me a performance check?
Oh, no.
Or sorry,
Of course
a persuasion or a deception check. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say.
These are things I'm not good at.
Great.
Okay.
My dice really hate me today.
Same.
Flash of genius?
You could. That's the second one, though.
Unless it's so bad, it's just not even worth it.
No, it's
It's not worth it.
Okay. Liam?
4.
Chels?
Sorry, I was trying to see if I can add guidance to this after I've rolled, but I don't think I can.
You cannot. You have to say it before
Yikes. Okay, 8 for me and 11 for Panther.
Wow.
21.
And then Setlali?
I got another 5.
Okay. Clem got a 17.
Me and Cliff
Congrats,
will just
Clem.
be between you two.
These guards start hustling forward, and they kind of you notice them kind of call a couple others in front of you, and they step forward, barring your guys' path, to the point where you have been blocked on both sides by about 4 guards.
Kettling.
And as you stand there, the 2 that have been following you for a second say, "You 4." Or sorry, you lot, basically. You're looking a little strange here. What's your business around?
I'm a gesture to Pangolin. Came in looking for spare parts for my friend here, my build-a-friend here. No better city in the world for it.
Yeah. Taking a weird route to get up to the artificers if you're coming down this way.
Thought I'd, visit the city. We were heading around looking for a possible place to stay. We're not super familiar here, so...
Towards this direction, what are we headed towards from, because we were in Terra before. So, from our memory of the city then.
So this is like a market. This is above and where you guys are below are farmers markets. This is a bazaar. This is a bunch of people's wares and the like. But it doesn't have a very clear path to the artificer's place. Like it would take a lot of. You would basically have to turn around right now and go back up and do a couple other things to get to the artificers.
Okay. Alright. You know how it is, a long ride, we haven't eaten in a while. Just want to go look what's here.
Yeah, no, we understand perfectly. What ship did you come in on?
Do we,
You guys can't talk. You can't do that. Somebody's got it.
We came in on the Everheart.
Everheart. Well, reputable ship. Yeah, I mean, it comes in here often enough. Strange that they didn't tell some newcomers where to find where they're going. Why don't we take you back up there? We can talk with the ship, make sure that they help you out.
I mean, he just said we're looking for food. We're at a market right now. We're solid on where we're going. I'm not sure what the issue is here.
Well, partially the issue is that a couple of strange folk moving through. We just want to make sure everything's on the up and up. You're newcomers. We just want to make sure that
it's a big city. We're at the dock. There's newcomers every day. I'm not sure why we're being singled out here.
Well, if you want a little bit more. Saw your friend there. Kind of like gestures to Set Lolly. Says, saw her and your fine pet. Something a little strange going on. And they're starting to like close in. Give me just a second.
I start crying to see if they get uncomfortable by women's tears. No, I'm kidding.
Doesn't phase them. I was gonna say, look, nah, they're good. And you see, oh boy.
What do they have that requires looking up the PHB?
Well, you'll find out in a second, won't you?
They got a beholder on a leash. That wouldn't get the PHB. Yeah, every player needs to know the stats for a beholder. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
The fuck?
Okay. I only have 6. Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
I did not too well either, so...
I blame Panthers, so yell at the Panthers player.
Well, I'm wondering if I could just have Panther technically wild shape into the dog. While this all is happening, he's talking to Liam. Can he wild shape into the dog that he is supposed to be?
That's fascinating. They go to see it's a fake dog, and it just...
It's a real dog.
Huh. That's actually like a really... that's a really smart idea.
I just don't know if that's, like, allowed in the illusion.
As they start to move towards you, and you guys are all kind of, like, attempting to start reacting, you all see Kalenth's... You just see Kalenth look around you, and he's like, for heaven's sake. And you see the 4 guards around you just like, fall to the ground asleep. He's like, can we move on?
Please.
Shame nobody was here to show
Let's
them where the
go.
eggs are. Alright, well.
As he like starts to hurry you forward. You notice that the knights these guards have fallen asleep.
Is anybody noticing, or does nobody care?
It's a big marketplace, so nobody's like really paying close attention. But you get the feeling that if you had stuck around for like another minute or less, like it's probably not going to be long before people find them. He's like, well, that's not exactly how I really wanted to move to the city, but we're going to be fine. And about 5 minutes later, you guys actually get to a service door, and opening it up and getting inside, you make your way forward a bit, and there's an actual like grate tunnel to go further down.
Oh, cool.
This stuff down here is mainly like semi like catacomb-esque area beneath the structures, kind of more servicey, and hitting the sewer level. You look out, it is rank. It is mostly, it's waste, but it's also mixed with some sort of alchemical tint. Everything kind of has like this copper, everything kind of has like this rust to it, as well as this caustic kind of looking sludge is just moving through the actual sluiceways. And as you start to look out, hoping to figure it out, it's really hard to breathe down here. It's feeling almost oppressive. So you're not certain.
Get out our gas masks.
Yeah. What do these people eat?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's also it's an artifice. It's like there's a bunch of bunch of waste that goes through here.
Yeah.
So, as you drop into the sewers, that's where we're going to take our break.
Everybody got so excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're not having a good time.
No, I was
But
like,
anyway,
oh no! It was an oh no! Yay!
I'm very hungry.
Now that was a close one.
Yeah, thanks everybody. We'll be back in 15 minutes with more of that.
I should have been Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is very good.
I mean, like, well, you could do that now, right? Like,
That'll be
if you guys
that'll
are-
be
if you guys are
my
gonna
my
change who
technician.
you look like.
Isn't Keanu Reeves just like the plot synopsis for John Wick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you soon. 4, 3, 2. This is my phone. Alerts. Welcome
Miles!
back, everyone.
Miles!
One.
Wait, what happened?
He had it. He had it.
It's good. It's fine. We're all fine here. That clap was for
I do love for 10 seconds.
I do like that it was
You were
like, everybody's
you were
recording.
like thinking like,
Uh-huh.
wait, did I?
Instead of saying anything about it.
Just to subtly start recording.
Well, not really. Not really subtly, but
Just more like suddenly.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Natural Ones. I hope you enjoyed your break. We will get started as you guys drop down into the sewers. The caustic smell of different chemicals and machine sort of runoff. This sewer is highly oppressive, so it feels kind of like the longer you stay in down here in this sort of toxic fumes, the worse it's probably going to be for you.
Did you
we
say
should've gotten some
oppressive
criminals.
or impressive?
Oppressive.
Although
Although it is impressive.
I'm starting to wish we'd gotten some criminals. Oh,
You're
well.
kind of getting the feeling, Nameless, when you're dropping down here, you're kind of looking for any signs of life. You're not seeing any. You're not seeing any sort of like usual, any usual things that you might find in kind of refuse, like no rats, no roaches, nothing like that. Well, actually maybe a few roaches, but
Are we like standing in the sludge?
no, you're standing on a sort of like a step above that. There's a sluiceway that all that sludge is moving through,
Cool.
but it's caustic and it's very pungent.
Is there like a stick or anything nearby?
No.
There's no stick floating by in the.
They're just like chilling.
Okay. Is there any like metal pipes or anything?
What are you trying to do?
I want to see if the sludge. Yeah, I want to see if it like is acidic, and like if it would burn us if we fell into it, and or if anyone else fell into
There's
it.
stuff
so we...
sticking out of it, It doesn't seem directly acidic. Not in
Okay.
that way. Like, it's not going to burn necessarily, but there's probably a lot of chemicals and toxins within it that could do something like that. Just let her be.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure in case someone pushes us into them, we wouldn't, I don't know, corrode.
You might throw up.
Nah.
I might want to avoid getting that stuff in my arm, but
Well, mithril is pretty.
Yeah, but I'd have to
corrosive
get it out of all the
resistant.
cracks.
Has a lot of corrosive resistance.
They have
Yeah.
showers.
Kalenth kind of gets down here and
I
he
don't
says,
shower.
"Well, anything? What's the next step to you all?
I assume
I've never been.
I assume we head in the direction of the palace.
Yeah.
Palace? Skyscraper.
Tower.
Tower.
You can call it whatever you want.
Tower.
I
hardly
don't.
know her.
I don't have any sight of rats or something that could help us navigate.
So, above ground, what direction was the tower from us? North, south, east, or west?
North. The Queen's Estate is relatively center-ish, midtown, kind of where you went to the library. In that area, you would have seen it coming in. It's the tallest building in Terra.
Yeah.
The thing that I did in the forest, where I could be like, I think they're that way. Am I able to do that with the tower, or because we're underground?
Well, it's an object. You can't do it with objects. You could
Okay.
do it with people, but that's
There's people everywhere above us.
Yeah.
Just at the tower.
It's so unfortunate because I didn't prep locate object.
Then I'm
Let's start
curious-
heading north. Which way does this pipe run? North, south, east, or west?
there are pipes running in multiple directions.
I'm assuming the tower is over 1,000 feet away from us, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
The entire city itself stretches about 15 miles, if you recall.
And we're a good distance away from... Okay, well, is there any better option than just trying to follow this north?
No.
Not that I have.
Alright.
Okay. Well, since you have no guide, this first check, go ahead and whoever's leading, survival. To make your
Nameless
way
has
through.
an excellent sense of geography.
Of geometry. Alright, I'll do it.
I'm a big circle fan.
I love triangle.
I
Why
do
does
love
the druid say to
I
the
love that
math teacher,
Pythagoras.
Gee, I'm a
27.
tree.
Oh, wow.
27.
I actually love that joke, and I was told that joke in my geometry class. Not the truth, per se.
I love geometry.
Not the druid part, because the instructor wasn't cool.
Obviously. You made it 10 times cooler.
The instructor was afraid of Dungeons and
With a
Dragons.
27, you feel fairly confident that you're in these first kind of turns and twists. There are many pathways through here, and some of these things are ending in dead ends that you can kind of tell. So you're trying to keep your walking path towards things that are at least long enough to constitute that. Currently, by the way, it is fairly dark in here. There are spatterings of kind of like dimly lit, sconces, like light sconces, electrical, but it's not producing a lot of light down here. It's producing just enough to kind of get by towards each little section, right? But you are confident that you're still heading north, given kind of the longer pathways in front of you as you kind of keep moving. They seem to run perpendicular to what you would remember the streets above to be. So in some fashion, these sewers are kind of below the streets, and so you're getting a little bit of a sense like, cool, most of this stuff we're probably going to be able to take for long swaths of time. So about 15 minutes go by. Liam, you had a point. I'm just letting you know that like 15 minutes have...
I'm just using magical tinkering to make a light source.
Sure. Yeah. And with that, it kind of opens the eyes more to the ceiling itself, kind of being this laid down brickwork and cobblestone kind of mashed together kind of formations as you're moving through. Can whoever's going to keep leading make a survival check, and can all of you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Here we go.
Am I still leading?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the best survivalist we have, I think.
What's that bonus we get, Philip?
+5.
All right.
Liam, Constitution saving throw.
28.
14.
Set Lolly,
12.
Nameless, and Panther.
So I rolled an 18, and Panther rolled a natural 20 for a 25.
So did
I thought you were in trouble. Okay.
No, I was just like, oh, and then oh, crap. I think it was like 17. I think I rolled an 8 for the survival.
I'll trust
You
you.
got a +9.
17.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll trust you.
Yeah, I that's what I think. I didn't write it down for some reason.
No. All I mean by that is like, yeah,
Okay.
You're not one to be like, the egregiously high number 9.
Yeah.
Or 8 or whatever you know.
Yeah, I was gonna lie about it. I could have picked like a 20 at that point, but
We both got natural 20s.
So, for those that have rolled below an 18 for their saving throw, which would be
Woof.
Philip and Setlali,
Woof.
you start to feel like it is this is nauseating, and for you, Setlali, you feel like it's because you're able to kind of control your own body in certain aspects, and you have kind of a controlled breathing. You are not suffering from the poison effect because you are immune. But unfortunately, Philip, you are now poisoned.
Why can't it be disease instead? Man.
I'm also immune to that, so it could have been either one.
Exactly.
Add active condition. Put on poison.
I never used this feature on D&D Beyond.
That's why you should use it right now. You're poisoned. Deal with it.
So what, disadvantage on attack rolls? And ability checks? That's fine. I'll just end it on myself when we get out of here. I'm not worried. I'd end it now, but then I might just get it again on the next roll.
So, with a 17 in survival, kind of pushing through, you're losing the thread a bit in these next kind of 15 minutes. By minute 10, you're not certain how far you've moved in relation to where you started. Mainly because some of the twists and turns have been a little bit more complicated this side. And it's getting to much tighter, narrower pathways with little bridges over on each side to cross the sluiceways and all these things. The air is still heavy, and you're trying to figure out which way to go. You're kind of at a crossroads at the end of the 15 minutes, and you feel like if you don't choose right at this moment, it's probably going to be a big turnaround. It's going to add a lot of time. So, you're going to add a flash of genius when she makes her survival check. I got that. But, you have this thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to ask?
I should probably do this first. I was gonna see if I could vibe to try and detect traces of the Chromancy Stone from how far we are.
Okay. I mean, it's an ability check, so you're going to take disadvantage because you are currently poisoned.
Not if I use 5 of my lay on hands to remove neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Okay.
And now I'm
no longer poisoned.
Now I'm gonna vibe. I'm gonna get rid of it on D&D Beyond because I use that feature now.
All right, make your vibe check.
19.
19. No distinct residual.
Yeah, it was a long shot.
Most of the stuff in here is kind of it just feels like this area doesn't have it. So if there is anything you might have seen upstairs, like above ground maybe, but down here it's way too thick and there's way too many things in the way to like be able to determine that.
That's fair.
So can everyone please make me a Constitution saving throw? Nameless, please make me a survival check. You have guidance and a flash of genius. I saw you.
I was
That's what
guiding myself,
Yeah,
yes.
I was assuming. And Miles, you've marked off that you've used 3 of those, right?
2.
You used
What was that?
only one on yourself. I thought you said you used one on someone else, but you decided not to because it was not going to help at all. That's what it was.
What does
So
the
2.
flash of genius do again? I'm so sorry.
+5.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't find my guidance. Come on, I need some guidance on finding my guidance.
I've seen that video of the guy who does it so quickly that it starts to do
It starts to
the
go
propeller
backwards?
effect. It does the propeller
Yeah.
effect where it starts to look like it's going
There we
backwards.
go.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Liam?
23.
23.
Thanks, Philip.
20. Thanks, Philip.
Sit Lolly.
23. Thanks,
Okay.
Philip. Since we're all thanking him.
Nameless and Panther. When you
Actually, I guess with the 23,
Wow.
it didn't actually. I didn't actually make a difference.
I mean, it depends if that number goes up or
That's fair.
I mean, you saved Kalen.
I saved Kalen multiple times at this point.
So my constitution was 18 for me, 21 for Panther. And then the survival was 24.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Let's get it.
Over the next kind of little bit of time, you're trying to make a little bit of the time up that you kind of lost in the last section, and you're able to get your bearings. You go down the left path, kind of this weird sort of calculation of like, if this is how many steps we've taken in this kind of distance, like maybe it's probably this direction. And as you get towards as you move about another 10-15 minutes forward, so currently you guys are about like 45 minutes, you guys, I have to ask real quick, are still John Goodman and gang, or
The John Good gang.
the Glenn close calls, or
I think so. I don't think we said we
Well,
were.
what do we want to do now?
Well, this is
technicians.
This is when we wanted to look like we're dudes who would be fixing boilers and shit, right?
Yeah.
We want to look like air conditioner repairmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for another John Goodman
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah. Now I got the ponytail.
You're going through some stuff.
I'm going through some stuff.
I
Okay,
want to look
I'm
like
asking-
Steve Buscemi, but as an air conditioner man.
Oh.
So
As an air genasi.
I could
Yeah,
not
it's
think of
like-
what it was. Like, what is it?
just asking because he only has, again, because Kalenth only has 2 uses of that, so I wanted to.
Oh,
make
he uses
sure.
up his other use, so he's not able to adjust our guises from the initial casting.
He only has 2 uses, so he can adjust it from the initial casting.
Okay, so this
But
isn't
he can
using up
only
the
adjust
second
it
use.
once. So I'm just saying that, like, if this is it, this is it.
So this is using up his other casting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you guys are okay with that,
Yeah.
Are we
I
doing
mean,
it
are we
here
going to
and
need to
now?
disguise ourselves again?
that's my question. Are you doing it here and now? He only has one use of this left.
Are we feeling more like we'll want to potentially have disguises for an escape, or do we want to try and do the funny air conditioner repairman gag?
I mean, we escape. Escape is so far in the future. We need so many things need to go right before we even have to worry about escape. Or let's get this. Like, okay, let's
get in the building.
If we can get through like this one step in front of us, we can worry about step 2. Escape. Woo.
You got it.
We have to burn every single spell we need to get to her.
Let's burn as many of let's burn as many of Colen's spells as we can.
Yes.
Without using ours. Dragon. That's what you have to pull that out every time you use your Sylvain powers to become a dragon.
If I were this cute, I would thrive.
I would let myself get stuck as a dragon, actually.
I would too. Yeah.
Pull a Tobias.
Yeah. Tobias the dragon.
So, as Kalinth kind of reshapes the lot of you to be air conditioner repairmen.
But like the equivalent that makes sense in this world.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Like we're not playing a fantasy game where your elk sounds like Sean Connery. Like
I'm really worried about the integrity of this world.
Yeah, I really want the immersion to be realistic. As you keep moving forward, and you get to a landing about like 40 feet, sort of like a great floor over the sluiceway, this really larger pool of the sluiceway. And it steps up, and you see to your right there is a door that has like a hermetic like it's like a sealed door, and kind of just like cautionary signs and the like. But Kalenth kind of looks to that and he says, "I believe that's our target."
All right.
Good job, Nameless.
Thank you.
Do we got thieves' tools?
Into
This
the
shit,
vault.
or will it open? What do you think?
Well, it's one of those kind of tightened ones, but it does have the aspect of it's got like a lock on the outside of that as well.
I'm gonna try and thieves' tools it. Has anyone got detect magic as a ritual? Is that a thing?
Detect magic can be cast as a ritual, yes.
I don't have it, no.
I don't have it prepped either. Man.
I literally have a distinct memory of clicking prepare on detect magic, but apparently I didn't. Whoopsie doopsie. Could I do a thieves' tools check first to see if there's traps?
It wouldn't be a thieves' tools check. It would be an investigation check.
Oh no, his worst one.
Guidance.
It's fine. What's guidance do for me? Or is
You
that
get
Additional
one-
D4.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Well, that's not ideal.
Guidance with an arrow.
14.
Plus your intelligence. I mean, investigation is an intelligence-based skill, so.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 plus 5 plus
okay,
4,
okay.
14.
Oh,
Gotcha.
you're not proficient.
I'm not proficient.
So 14. Kind of looking around the outer edge of the door and kind of looking at the nature of the lock, it doesn't feel like it has the potential to be trapped physically.
Let's go. I'm going to try and use thieves' tools.
All right, go ahead and make me a thieves' tools
But
check.
it can't be trapped magically. Hey,
Oh,
Kalenth,
probably.
do you have detect magic prepared?
Oh, I thought you did. I didn't.
He's offended by that question.
He looks over. Well, Yes, I suppose.
You're a master of the
Just
arcane.
understand that I do have things to do here as well.
Right, so us getting in safely is in your best interest. You can cast it as a ritual. We got 10 minutes. You can save one of your spell slots.
I am... Just hold your horses, Jesus.
Hold some
Maybe,
horses.
maybe we'll...
Nameless is like in the corner, but like, oh, you didn't what? Oh.
I'm already doing that, thank you.
I've already started the horses.
He says, well... 10 minutes under this oppressive choking would be... Give me a moment. And he just kind of casts detect magic.
Poor baby had to lose a first level spell slot.
And he looks around and he says, the lock itself doesn't, but the door does. Does have... we should be able to cancel that out. But again, it will be a bit of magic.
Do I have to spell magic?
I do.
Alright. Oh, so
It's
do
one
I.
of my third levels.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's saying that the lock itself isn't, but if as soon as you try to open the door, it will actually it has a. He says it has an abjuration sort of feel around it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Some kind of alarm. So we should dispel that.
Okay. I'll try and unpick the lock. Then we can deal with the other thing.
Thieves' tools, it is.
Do I
Guidance.
still have guidance?
I gave it
She
to
just
you
did it.
again.
No, if you use it, it's done.
She just did it again though.
She could repeatedly do it. It's just that it's.
You really needed my guidance, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know the DC on the door.
26.
Yeah, maybe it was a 25.
You. The lock's out. Almost no time at all. It almost was like you had the key.
Wait, so is it just like a hole where the lock used to be now?
No,
Oh.
What?
it's like a latch key.
Okay.
This is a master lock. Alright, I'll cast Dispel Magic.
As you do, you kind of, as you reach out and cancel out the magic, you feel it fade away from the door, and there is just kind of this emptiness to it, right? Like there just feels like they're as if it's safe to pass through.
I open the door.
Alright, let's open it.
Simple enough between the two of you. The door creaks forward. Can both of you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
There are people watching the door. You do get a +5 to that.
Yeah, 24.
24?
Yeah. 14.
Okay. Yeah, try to benefit from your fucking thing on dex saves, bitch.
What?
I don't know. I just was, it's just the one that you have the worst on. So it was,
My worst one is intelligence.
oh, okay. Well, I just was excited for, getting you for once.
But at least you
give me all the
undid
time.
the poison.
I'm the only one that got the poison.
Yeah, you undid the poison at least, so it could be worse.
Yeah, I'm not upset. I'm just, he's like, I finally got you. I'm like, you just got me.
Oh.
like,
I'm in this session! I'm getting you.
Just let him enjoy it.
that was like
Let him
5
enjoy it,
minutes
Chris.
ago.
It's okay.
It's okay.
No, he's right. I'm just being a jerk.
He's just being a right ass.
Okay,
That's a right
So-
ass, bro.
Philip. That ass is right.
It's just said so wholesomely. That's a right ass, bro.
Like you just pulled off a sick narnar.
Alright, what happened to me?
You're a magic flip master. As the two of you push through the door, you hear tink. You hear something.
A grenade.
It sounds like a string being pulled against something and like a metal being pulled out of something.
There was traps.
And you see a bright explosion, like the fire just pushing out, as well as like force pushing you backwards. And this explosion itself is caustic and is full of flame all at the same time. Philip, you take 30 points of damage altogether, 12 bludgeoning damage, 10 fire damage, and 8 acid damage as this fire leaps out and tries to burn you.
So it's
Liam,
15?
15. The rest of you are getting... go ahead and make dexterity saving throws for me as well. This is just to see if you take half or a quarter, because you guys are on like the outer edges of it.
Do we get any the +5 still? Or are they too far for that? Okay.
Yeah. You get it. You're within 15 feet of this thing, so you're within 10 feet.
It's not a magical effect, right?
No.
Okay.
It's alchemical.
It's all chemicals, baby.
So you're already going to be taking half damage if you fail, but if you succeed, you can take quarter damage. But like in your case, at Lolly, if you succeed, you take no damage, right? So that's kind of the point.
I don't think I did, but
Well, just get a 24 or better, like Miles did, and
So set Lolly.
19.
Nameless and
you
Panther.
definitely saved.
Nameless is 21. Panther is also 19.
Okay. The four of you, including Kalenth, are able to. Oh, I guess you should make a dex save for Pangolin as well, if you could.
Also, just throwing it out there, Panther's HP is not updated still, I just realized.
Oh, weird. I did that last night. Okay, sorry.
I'll double check unless I think he has more than he
Oh,
does.
No, I think. Oh shit! All right. So the rest of you, so Sitlali, you take no damage as you are deftly able to kind of backflip out of the way of the entirety of it. But as this like flaming, it's like being hit with flaming bleach. It's just kind of like it's a caustic liquid on top of a fire, and like the force being blown back. Nameless, Panther, Pangolin, Kalenth take 7 points of damage as the
Whoops.
and blows back. The door itself is kind of like wrenched into the side of the housing chamber, and as you're kind of blown back, the two Philip, you are physically blown back about 10 feet, and Liam, you were kind of able to just barely get out of the way, and so you kind of had like this cover from the side of the wall, so you're not like blown back necessarily, but you are kind of pushing forward. You see, stepping forward, a golden dragonborn in this like button-up vest. He's got this tie and this like ascot.
Fuck this guy, let's go!
And you hear growling as if there's like several beasts with him, and stepping through the smoke with a rapier drawn, kind of on it. You recognize the person as Mr. Maxey.
Fuck this guy, let's go.
Well. Gaza back. And he starts to leap forward. No time to talk. Please roll initiative, everybody.
No.
Let's go! Let's put this man in the ground.
He is surrounded by 5 drakes.
I don't know how this guy's still alive.
Oh, I'm so glad I rolled poorly.
He got
This one.
he got goddamn mangled last time.
My dice really need to start.
Money
Acting
can get you
better.
a lot of stuff, man. What can I say?
I'm gonna throw his body in the fucking goop. Then nobody's gonna want it.
You gotta put him in the goop, goof.
Get in the lake, goop.
And all right, Liam,
9.
Philip,
14.
Lolly,
6.
Nameless.
13.
Okay.
Do I have the highest?
Panther was 8.
Yeah, sorry. I was just
What
putting
is
it in here.
happening? Oh, pangolin, I guess.
Your pangolin gets a
What is happening?
We don't want to go
Well,
first.
Well, my dice have been like this all day, so this wasn't surprising for me.
I think all but 2 of us are under 10 for initiative.
yeah.
Oh wow. So first up is Mr. Moxie. He rolled a fucking 20 on his initiative. It makes sense. You guys have been punished by this explosion. So, well, I just mean like you guys have it's forced you back, and he's kind of coming out automatically striking. So, his first thing to do, since you guys are, I will make one roll because there are 8 of you, right? Because there's 4
Yeah.
7.
Panther, Kalenth, and then
There's not Flanagan, so it's...
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
seven.
yeah, okay. So it's just 7,
Yeah.
but still. Okay. He's going to be able to hit 4 of you with this thing. I know we're just doing a little bit of theater of the mind, so I'm just, it's a 40-foot battle space, all right? That's kind of what you guys have in front of you right now. He's right next to the door, so he is only about 10 feet away from any of you, right? He's got 5 guard drakes that comes catering out with him, they're right on his heels, one of each chromatic color. So there's a white, red, blue, black, and green guard drake as they're pushing out with him. So, yeah. So he's going to strike out at Philip first because it's the guy.
Hey, it's
he
that
hates
guy.
the most.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Only
The first
other
one he
person would be
texts is the guy that was like,
Nameless.
"Oh, this fucking guy. Let's put him in the ground."
Yeah, it all makes sense. I want to see something real quick. Oh, I can't roll the thing in there. Funny. They're not rollable. I didn't make them rollable. So, well, that's a 14 to hit.
No, and I'm gonna use my reaction to disarm him. He missed my AC by more than 5.
Okay, doesn't he? He gets a check on
I
that.
think
right?
it's a contested. Let me check again. It's been a while since we got to do
Yeah.
this. Shield disarm. Use your strength modifier plus proficiency bonus against that creature's AC.
Okay, so you
Okay.
make a check against it.
Yeah. Jesus. That's not gonna break. Unless his AC is like 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, unfortunately that does not. But he dives in with his rapier and you use your shield to kind of block it. You're attempting to roll under and hit his hand away, but he seems to have a good enough grip on his blade that he strikes back out to make a second attack. Come on.
Shield.
Damn it! Alright, well that's a 13, so
Damn.
that's a no.
How do I get multiple reactions churn?
However... he will take a back step. He kind of is like pushing a little bit backwards to try to get through. He's going to bonus action disengage through all of you to get back into a different position across the actual landing.
Bonus
He's like,
action disengage.
after that, it is
Is he a fighter?
basically four of the 5 guard drakes now have a turn, so we'll be just kind of going through. So the white and the blue start heading towards you, Liam. And they're kind of like, you're like one of the first things they see as they run out, and the black and the green head towards you and Panther, Nameless. So 2 attacks against Liam. That's both are gonna miss because
Let's go. These guys are nothing. Let's do it. A bunch of
I'm
babies.
rolling like shit. This sucks.
Bunch of dragon babies.
One against Nameless and one against Panther. Nope. On both of those guys. So that's their. Oh, that was oh yeah, that's right. That's right. They get multi-attack. So that was just all of their bites. Same thing with their tails. As they try to sweep around you, Liam, the 2 of them are going to try to strike again. That's a natural 20. And a 14 does not hit. So, it's that.
With
And
the
then
natural 20, it doesn't matter if my AC is over 20, right?
Yeah, the way we do critical hits, it doesn't matter.
It'll hit.
it would it would auto hit, so like
How does Pangolin's like interference thing work?
He's got sorry.
damn.
Deflect attack. He imposes a disadvantage on the attack roll of a creature it can see that's within 5 feet of it. So if Pangolin's within 5 feet, he'll do that with his reaction, but I should have said that earlier, and I'm not actually sure. I'll have him come up beside me, so it's not an issue after this.
Well,
point.
no, he was beside you. Like that's that. You know, it's a tight quarter thing, right? So what does the ability do again? Say it again.
The defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of one of the creatures it can see that is within 5 feet of it, provided the attack roll is against a creature other than the defender. So he can force disadvantage.
Great. He'll get disadvantage. Like I don't. It doesn't distinctly say it has to be before results are known, right?
No.
Then yeah, you can force disadvantage. It takes it's taking away something from him, right? Like as a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just anybody that attacks.
Well, that's
around
the other
him
fucking
takes
end of the
disadvantage.
spectrum. So great. No hits received against the 4 of you.
Yeah, not getting hit owns.
As they're like scratching out, biting, and swiping their tails, you see Pangolin kind of like and like places like spiked tail right as the tail tries to hit it. So it's tail against tail. It's like giraffes fighting. And Philip, it's your turn. Nameless, you're on deck.
All right. Am I pinned down by anything at the moment?
I wouldn't say pinned down. Maxi is like he's a round of movement away. The guard drakes are still fighting your enemies that are right next to your allies. The drakes are fighting your allies that are right next to the door still. So like there's a 5th drake that hasn't made a choice yet. It's kind of like right next to you, but it's still 10 feet away. It hasn't actually gotten close enough. So if you were to move forward, you would take like 2 opportunity attacks from 2 of the drakes, but you could get but Maxi's about 30 feet away.
I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to split away from everybody to go after Maxi, because he's like got distance between him and everybody else, right?
Yeah, he's the one that actually has distance.
Okay. Man, I want us to not be all grouped together so we can't do like a big breath attack on us. So yeah, I'm gonna split from everybody. Bonus action disengage. Full movement up to maxi.
You can't bonus action disengage.
Or you're right, I can't. Never mind. That's a full action disengage.
It's all good. I just you know.
I saw him do it and it looked fun. It's not worth burning a Misty Step for it, I don't think. But I will take those opportunity attacks if I go.
I mean, you could attack the drakes that are next to you. Is the other?
I can. I just don't want to leave them alone. All right. I'm gonna. Let's see. So we've got one of each color.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get rid of the red. I think.
You got it. Yeah, red's the only one who hasn't made a move yet.
Yeah, I want to step up to red. I want to dislodge him.
Okay. You step forward.
2 full attacks.
2 full attacks. Go for it.
Okay. 1 very good and 1 natural 1. Yeah, so I mean, one was going to be a 28 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cool.
And the other one is an 11, which is
probably not going to hit. Yeah.
Well, it's also a critical miss. I just mean to say, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's still plus 10. That's rad.
Yes.
All right, so the first one does hit.
Is this thing unbound from its home plane? Is this on its home plane?
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay to ask that. By
Regular weapon damage is 12. Radiant damage is 4 additional.
Okay, so for a total of 16.
Yes. And then bonus action, I'm going to do a shield attack.
Got it. Go for it.
That's a 2. It's not going to hit.
That's a 2. Wow. That's a 2. Wow. All right. So as you step forward and you get a good swipe right into its temple, but it is able to kind of like snap back, and you're not able to make the other 2 attacks really connect. Nameless, it is your turn.
So who exactly is in front of?
You're muted, by the way.
Sorry, I forgot. Who exactly is in front of me? It's Philip and Liam.
You guys are you guys are all kind of around each other. Currently, 2 drakes, the green and the black drakes, are right next to you and Panther. And the white and the blue are on Liam in front of you, and Philip would be like just to your right with the red one, and then Setlali's to your left, and Kalenth is like right next to you as well.
Okay.
So in front of you would be Philip and Liam. Yes.
Okay. And then do I know what the colors mean? Like me nameless?
Make a nature check just real quick.
She's a dragon.
Oh god, absolutely not. 9.
The best you could imagine is that, like, what you know about dragons is it does kind of correspond. Their colors do mean something. Mm-hmm. And if they're kind of dragon-esque, maybe that means something too.
Well, okay. I guess I will cast Primal.
And these are things you fought before too. In Harrow, you guys fought.
Yeah, kind of. I killed them with my trees. So
Yeah. They were dead before she even actually got to see them.
Yeah. And if I understand correctly, there's the sludge behind us. There's like where we're standing, doorway.
It's actually kind of beneath you. What you're standing on is a grate, so it has it's sectioned, so you can see the sludge below you, but you're above it right now. It's like moving directly below this thing.
So there's no way for me to put them in the sludge.
You could, because you could knock them off of this platform. You just have to you would have to knock them off center-wise, but you could push them into the sludge. Yes, they're about 15 feet from the edge.
Okay. Oh, see, that's what I thought, and then I'm nervous to do this because I'm worried I'm gonna screw up with. It's only 15 feet. Shoot. Okay.
But same thing with the people with the ones right in front of you. You're about 15 feet from it from behind you. It's open on both ends, so it's like this platform that has the sludge moving all the way through here, and that's what you got.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only 10 feet, so it didn't really. I was gonna do originally I was gonna do a thunder wave and then try and knock them in there, but I'm worried I'm gonna knock them in there, so I'm not gonna do that. Because my plan was to try and light it on fire and see if they would. Anyways, so I will just cast Primal Savagery and attack whatever one attacked me.
You have the green one attacked you.
The green one I will do. So 25.
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. And then I hit D10. I don't know if I where it is. You think I'd get this out before the game. But I didn't. And it's gonna be the very bottom of my freaking bag.
Just pour out the bag.
Oh my god. I'm gonna scream.
Just roll a d6 and a d4 and add them up.
That's not how that works, I don't think.
The red drake has a turn, and then it's your turn, Liam.
Nope, that's a D12. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Screw it, I'm just gonna do it on here, but I will find it. 15.
Okay.
Acid damage.
Exactly on the average.
Oh, I could have got a 20. Of course, now I find my 10.
Right. 15 damage to the green. As you kind of cast the spell and you get these giant sort of... how do you feel like they are? Are they more like birds' talons, or are they more like raptor claws?
I was seeing more like raptor claws, yeah. I was seeing more
Okay.
like alligator raptor-y kind of claws, like scaled.
Ooh, some like scale and...
Yeah.
You like scratch him back up, and he sort of growls and hisses, but you are able to get a nice little blow onto him. Anything else?
No. I can't do anything else, I don't think, so no, I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Well, hold on. Can I make it so that, if I understand, is there space so I can get like within the 5 feet, so that if I were to blow them on the one side, it would go not anyone else?
If you moved to do that, you would take one opportunity attack from the black drake, the one that's fighting Panther.
I'm good.
Don't.
What?
I saw your face. I saw your face calculating.
Calculating what?
I don't know.
A
Probably
joke.
nothing good. Red. It is the red drake's
Couldn't
turn.
be.
And, it is going to strike out at Philip.
Why? What did I ever do to it?
Take
You're
out
there.
its HP. God damn it! Natural ones are a hot commodity for
That
me
means he
today.
hurts him.
They
Self.
are.
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that one hits.
Okay.
How can you complain about it?
Because
'Cause
one
he
of the
gets 2
attacks was a
hits.
natural one.
Oh.
So that's six bludgeoning damage as the tail whaps right onto your shield.
Ouch!
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Help!
Help!
That's all I can do for now. Liam, it is your turn.
I got 2 in front of me, right? Blue and white.
Yes.
Let's go for triple hit combo. I'm gonna try and hit each of them with my hammers once, and then I'm gonna sharpshooter at Maxi.
Okay.
So let's try out this first one.
We'll say white, blue, max.
Alright. 22.
Hit.
Alright. I'm gonna knock it back 10 feet.
Just clear both of them away and then like look at Maxie and like
Yeah. 6 damage. And he goes back 10 feet.
Okay.
So
So you're kind of like knocking him into the other ones that are currently fighting Nameless and Panther.
nice.
Not into Nameless and Panther, but just like you're hitting him into the drakes that are.
Yeah. Okay, so second time hit. Oh, beans. That's a 9. Or a 10, but I get +9, so that was a critical fumble.
That was a 1. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So many ones in this fight already.
Yeah, this is. So, luckily they're within 5 feet of you, so you're not throwing these.
Yeah.
But like when you try to hit the blue one, it kind of registered the attack because you hit the other one first. And while it's not going to try to retaliate, it does already move out of the way. And Maxie.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just turning that.
Sharpshooter!
Oh my god. This is not good. Because I give up 5, right? Or 4.
If you did sharpshooter, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, because you gave up sharp. Yeah,
It's 5. Yeah. Okay. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, math is hard. 7.
It kind of like cracks into the side. It's kind of one of those things where this is also you had to. It's not that you had to give up light, but like it's kind of still hard to see him that far away even with the light, and it's pretty foggy and everything. So you kind of just right into the side, but it comes right back to your hand. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, it's Pangolin and Panther.
Oh.
They share initiative, so.
They've morphed together to form a Megazord, and
Pantolin.
Pangolin transforms into a suit of mech armor for Panther.
Pantolin of gods.
Pretty bad. And then Panther turns into a bear.
I'm trying to hold off on that. Not that specifically, but
I'm trying to hold off on the really cool Zoid combination.
I
Or Zord.
also have Pangolin attack this guy in front of me real quick while you're figuring it out.
Yeah. Pangolin can still strike the blue Drake, so go for it.
Yeah. Whoa. Ugh, that was almost a good roll. It was like on the 15, sliding, and then tumbled to 5. That's 9.
This guy is just too wily. What about Panther?
he's gonna
I
do
know
a
he can do other stuff.
multi attack. He's gonna do 2 little claws, I think. Yeah, 2 claws. Oh god, no. First one is 12. Right? Yes. Second one is a 9.
Man, you guys.
God.
I guess I gotta take back what I said about you guys actually being strong enough for this.
The fight where nothing happens.
Yeah. Also because Maxie and the Drakes can't touch you. You guys have like such high AC. It's just like the most ridiculous fight.
There's just a lot of smack talk. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get you.
I got all the rolls out to get us here, so I'm okay with it. I got us here. Y'all gotta carry us now.
Unfortunately, neither of those attacks connect. One of them kind of like scratches against the scales, but it doesn't do what you need to do. Either of them want to do any moving or anything? He's currently engaged, so if he does move, he will take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that part I know.
That's why I don't get married.
I'm just trying. Again, I'm really trying. I'm having a difficult time. Would he need to move with a little bit so that Nameless could do the whoomp?
No, he wouldn't need to move.
Okay, then no, I'm good. Because I feel like
It's a
we have a
10-foot
telepathy
it's a
thing, we would
cone.
know.
Also, no, it's more that it's a cone, and so you can direct it in a way that like it wouldn't affect him.
Lit. Cool. Then no, we're good.
Okie doke. Set Lolly, it is your turn.
Kalent doesn't want to go before me. Okay.
That's not what he rolled.
Yes. Damn, and I rolled
You rolled a
horribly.
Yeah.
You literally got a 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Okay, so I am going to do Radiant Sunbolt, and I'm going to try to hit Maxie.
You got it.
Hey, Dice. It's me, Junie B. Jones. We haven't been doing well today. Help a girl out. Oh, of course not. So that's a 15 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And a 28.
That's gonna hit.
21 for the second one.
Gotcha. All right. So the first one, and you see him kind of dodge out of the way, and on your second hit, it hits him square in the chest. So go ahead and make your damage on that as well.
That is 7.
All right, 7 points of damage.
But then I'm going to spend a key point and do it again.
Kind of like keeping your distance here, seeing him over there, and like, you know, seeing what Nameless is doing. Go for it.
Oh, that was so close to a natural 20, but it's not. It's a 22 for the first one.
Okay.
Oh, a 22. I rolled the same thing both times, so it's 22 for both.
Perfect. That's 2 more hits onto him. As the second hit kind of like caught him a little bit off guard, the third and fourth like play on that strength and kind of come right back into play like right after each other, and so he's just not he's kind of like being taken aback by it a little bit, and
13 points of damage.
13
combined.
points of radiant damage. Got it. Nice. Very well done.
I should probably knock off my key point now. Would you say we had a short rest? Because I did use a key point before, so I was only at 12 when we started this, but would you say we short rested, or did we have to specify
You guys had a
that?
long rest. You guys had 4 days.
Okay, so then I don't need to do anything because it was already on 12 key points.
All right. Right. Now it is Kalenth's turn, and Kalenth kind of says, all right, what a fun that of, please leave us alone, and he shoots out a firebolt at the white guard drake. Well, I rolled a 19, so that's good to go.
Hey, that's a good go.
I believe it's. I gotta double check something for firebolt real quick.
See, he's one of the only ones. So only him and Setlali aren't engaged with somebody, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is slightly removed, but he's hitting out that one specifically.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was right. Good. And 4. It's 9 plus 14 is 23. And he just in this like, beam of fire just kind of shoots out at him, and it scars and chars the right side of the white guard drake as it's like, as it's reeling from being hit back by you, Liam. And it screeches out, still alive, and he kind of looks around and then decides, as a bonus action, he's going to.
What does he get? What does he have for bonus actions?
No, he's gonna save all of those. He can't use it up. Back to the top with Mr. Maxey.
Come at me again. Let's go.
Who kind of sees the destructive blast from your friend and from Kalenth, and you see him reach in, and like after taking some hits from Setlali, you see him reach into his back pocket. He pulls out this like device,
This bullshit again.
and he winds it.
Beyblade?
It's got like this like, it's got this structure where you see this kind of glass casing with a colored liquid and a colored like kind of looks like a colored light bulb type thing into it. Liam, if you actually want to give me I don't know.
Tinker's
Let's call
Tools?
it. Yeah, let's call it Tinker's Tools check.
20.
Okay. as he lobs it at Setlali and Kalenth, and technically at that space, it will be Nameless and Panther as well. I'm sorry, what's up?
Does it count as a ranged weapon attack? Like,
no, it's a thrown
Damn.
weapon, so it's like a dagger.
so I
or
couldn't
those
try
kind
to.
of things.
So I couldn't try to catch it with my reaction.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's called deflect arrow or like deflect projectile, which means that it comes from a ranged weapon attack, not a melee. It's because that's the thing. Thrown weapons are technically melee based attacks. It's weird.
Boo.
It's a weird like specific.
Damn, I
but-
had it all planned out too. I would catch it, throw it back. Damn.
Yeah.
Because I could.
Just like in Call of Duty, maybe. I don't play much Call of Duty.
Sorry. One second. Yeah. Tosses it out. It's this like reddish kind of glass with a similar liquid inside, and he throws it out to that side. So it is going to hit the four of you. Please go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. As once it hits the ground, this explosion of force and fire reek out.
And definitely
kind
not
of-
magical, right? Definitely not magical.
Similar as the last time, it's alchemical.
Cool. I couldn't.
Should we get +5 from Philip still?
He is within range.
I cocked.
So, Setlali.
26.
Okay. And Kalenth got a. Looks like he got a 24. So, he's good. And Nameless Panther.
20 for Nameless, 21 for Panther.
You have all succeeded. Setlali, you are the only one who takes no damage, but the rest of you take 6 points of fire damage as it explodes out. Liam, as you see him reach behind, shake this thing up, and toss it, you recognize it as something that Yvonne has also has messed with before too. She's classified them as busters. These are things that are kind of like these alchemical concoctions that then get encapsulated, and you can activate them basically immediately as like a strike, but you can also set them on timers and set them as like functioning traps as well. Now these things have various alchemical properties, and so that you're like even in that split moment where you're having to realize what happened when you open up the door, that's what you can recognize as like, okay, that was one. You can put multiple effects essentially onto I think it's up to 5. You can put up to 5 busters on a single like on a single strand kind of a thing, and it will have like a specific effect on top of that. The one he just used, for instance, is called Old Trusty, and you recognize it as it's mainly just like a force of fire, kind of like a small reduced kind of incendiary grenade kind of a thing.
All right.
And after that, he will. You see him take his rapier and just flow it out, right? Like he just kind of like upwardly strikes, and you see from below you the caustic sludge and this like scythe of sludge strikes out, and it goes towards you, Philip, as you're like fighting the Drake with your back towards him. So,
Watch him miss. I'm going to disarm him.
oh, sorry, no, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool. And this target's only me?
Target's only you.
Cool, I get to add my shield's AC to it then.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Right.
I turn that shit around and throw it right back at him. I grab the Drake and like.
You're just able, like, it's one of those things where you're fighting off the Drake and you're trying to fight it from like hitting you, and as it like snaps and snaps, you see the explosion to your right, and then you kind of turn back to his position and you see this like sludge scythe coming at you, and your cool guy like nothing. You just glare at him.
All good to you.
Yeah, it's like cool guys not only walk away from explosions, they also block attacks like they're nothing. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it is now the Drake's turn. So like the white Drake kind of moves its position back, and the same thing with the blue. It's going against you again, Liam. Well, that's a 15 and a 13.
It's good. I don't have to use my shields.
And then second attack.
Dang it.
You gotta be within like 3,
Sorry,
right?
it was a 15 and a 13, in case you needed to know.
Yeah, it's all right.
It has to be within 3.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, well, that's a 20 and a 6.
I'm gonna take it. I want that point back more than I want to block this damage.
Okay.
These things don't do a terrible amount, for what I've seen.
Yeah, that was it. So that's 7 damage
Yeah.
against you as it like hits against you with your with its tail, and then the black and the green. The black is still against Panther, and the green is against you, Nameless. They are both making their attacks as well. It's a natural 20 and a natural 1. So the black is hitting Panther with a natural 20, and then the second attack on both of you are 9 and a 7. So, and I rolled a 1 on the extra, so Panther takes 10 points of damage from the
Critical
tail.
hit.
Oh, sorry, that was that was the bite. I'll still count the 1, but he does 8, and then so he does 12 points of damage to Panther. So good. You got it. They're kind of just lost in that. Philip, it is your turn. Nameless, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna put this straight to bed so I can go deal with Maxie.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna try and work out the kinks in my arm or something. Like something's not working right. Shoddy craftsmanship, I guess. I don't know.
Oof.
So I'm gonna.
How dare you?
This
This man
like,
gave you a +3 weapon. It's only +3 because of his 30 and 27s and all the
well,
things
it's not.
he
It's
got.
not hitting anything currently, so I don't know. I'm just gonna swing it
It's
around
a
a
poor
bit and then just.
craftsman who blames his tools.
I'm blaming your tools.
Alright, make your attacks.
This is like the same thing as last time.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, 19 and a 2. So it's gonna be a 29 and a 12 to hit.
1 hits.
All right. 8 weapon damage and 4 radiant.
So 12. Yeah, pretty much the same all around. You still have your bonus?
We could do another shield attack.
Okay.
Why not?
Oh my god!
It keeps happening. It keeps happening. It's another 12 to hit.
Nope. Sorry!
Oh my god. All right. Yeah.
Okay, Nameless.
Sorry,
That's
did I
it.
make your shield bad too, or is that?
No, that was ROI.
I'm
ROI made his shield
Pretty
bad.
sure you must you must have done something to it while I wasn't looking.
Okay, I guess what I will do is Yeah,
Mine don't
I'm just
do
gonna
that.
take one of my scimitar again, and just give him a good choppy chop.
Do it.
I learned it from Korean Overwatch players.
What are they Korean about?
20.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Okay. No. 4 points of damage.
Okay. On the same one that you were attacking before.
Yeah. And that's it. I don't have bonus actions. I mean, I do, but I don't want to use it yet.
Okay.
Well, wait,
Alright, so
is
the
it
red
for
drake is
short
going
range?
to make its attacks against you.
The bear? Or the totem?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, why do you love
What?
the bear so much?
Bear
Because
does
I have a mini for the bear. I don't have a unicorn though.
Well, that's where you're fucked up. Just kidding.
I have one coming. I just needed to get here.
I'm
Am I
only doing
moving
the
on
unicorn.
From your turn?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. No, I'm just making sure. That was all. I just didn't. I heard you say something. I didn't want to miss it. All right. So the red drake lashes out at you, Philip, and isn't able to get it down. Liam, and it's back to your turn, and then it's Pangolin and Panther.
I guess I'll do the same thing as last time. I'm gonna go bing, bang, bang, hit these two drakes, and then do another sharpshooter at Maxie.
Okay.
Bing. 18.
Hit.
25.
Hit.
Alright. Should I roll damage on those first or roll for my
Yeah.
Maxie?
Roll damage on those first, and then we'll
Okay.
do the maxi.
Everybody.
First
needs a
one's 9. Ooh, nice. Next one's 13.
Very good.
Yeah, let's go for Ein Andira Sharpshoot. Come on. Oh, roll good for me. That's not it. 12.
Unfortunately, yeah. Again, as you're kind of going that distance, it's just not really. It's not favoring you in this kind of this heavy fog.
I should just be trying to hit him at all and not go for this sharpshooter hit, but I like it too much.
But the two against you, hitting those ones, solid hits. Pangolin and Panther.
Panther's just gonna do the multi-attack again.
Okay.
Eight and a 6.
This is the lowest rolling fight I think we've ever had.
only going
I
long
feel like
because
I'm
of that.
doing literally nothing. Yeah, I've done not a thing.
Like nobody on either side is landing any hits.
I'm like, I have some like
Tell that
saving
to Panther's
throw-based
HP.
attacks. Yeah,
I
no,
know
you
the
did
hits.
work, Sat
Rude.
Lolly. You did work. But I have like saving throw based attacks that could target everyone, but I can use them like once each. Like I don't.
I'm so afraid to use my
Pangolin
spells right now.
doing
Is the
anything?
issue.
Oh, is it Pango's time?
Yeah. They have the same
Alright.
initiative.
Yeah. I'll just
Pango Pantho.
how do I get rid of these? Oh god. Don't look. I accidentally rolled 13 d20s.
138. Does that hit? Does 138 hit?
Unfortunately,
Pangolin is going to walk away from me. He's going to ignore the drakes, take whatever attacks they would like to, and march straight up to right in front of Maxie.
Okay.
Or do you have toys over here?
Oh God! Finally.
Oh,
It's a
that's when they hit.
22 and a 21 against
Those are-
Pangolin.
Those will hit.
Cool.
Those hit pretty good.
It's fine. These things are babies.
How do you know that?
Because we've gotten hit a couple
That's
times. They don't do very
15
much damage.
damage against
Is
Pangolin.
it poison damage?
No.
Damn
Is it poison? Are you sure?
Points right down, man. Shot. Fly changes. Okay, he'll do his force run on this dude right here.
Alrighty.
So I roll 1d20, not 13.
It's my favorite
of
dark side
that.
power.
Is it a 15 hit?
Against Maxie?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
That's fair. Seems right and reasonable.
It's so bullshit.
We need to know ASAP. It's like
Yeah. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it later. Unfortunately, yeah. As he swipes up, Maxie's kind of like dodging and weaving. So Lali, it is your turn.
The white drake.
Okay.
It looks the worst, yes? Like, you can't,
Yes.
like...
It's definitely
Okay.
been hit the most.
So I'm going to use my movement to stand in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my bonus action to call my sword.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use both of my actions to try to cut its head off.
So you use your
Yes?
action and your extra attack. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I
yeah.
meant.
I mean,
Sorry.
like you can attack it. We'll see if you hit it.
Yes, well, if the first one works, then, like, woohoo.
His head's hanging
Yeah,
on
well,
by
yes.
thread.
Yeah. As long as the
This
You
isn't
should
like
roll
a
a seam ripper.
So
the sword's overkill.
I gotta make sure that there's something understood here. It's not like it's still just a weapon. Like it's not just like a fucking awesome lightsaber that you can do anything with.
Right, I want to try to cut its head off, though. I can still do
Okay.
that. You could do that with a normal
you can
sword,
still do
yeah?
that. Yeah, you can still do that. That's fine. I'm just making sure that's understood.
As Drake
that's the
would
third
say,
time you've said
it's
that
God's
with
plan.
specifically the sun sword, though. So that's why I'm trying.
I'm
to...
being nice for what?
Oh, Drake jokes.
Make your attacks.
So that would... Yikes. A 12 for the first hit.
That'll be a miss, as it.
And a dirty 20 for the second one.
That
This
one will
fight
hit.
brought to you by the number 12
yeah,
and the letter
honestly.
F.
And it's not undead, right?
No.
Okay, that's what I figured as much.
so it's gonna be soon.
No, it'll...
That's 9 points of
Philip's gonna bring it back.
9
No
points
reason.
of
I'm a
damage.
I'm a necromancer now.
It kind of sears into its side as it's still sort of hobbling a little bit, but it's still up.
Rude. I
All
should've
right.
just-
Can these things fly?
No, they have no wings.
should've just,
Okay.
like, key focused.
They're more
When
like
I hear
big
Drake in
lizards.
my head, I think of a flying creature, but I'm like, no, the ones in the woods couldn't. So
They're more like big lizards than small dragons.
Yeah.
Or rappers.
both. Big Lizard is my rap name.
Drake and Lil Set Yachty.
That's all I keep seeing is just Drake's wearing different color shirts and we're fighting
Big,
them.
big Lizzie. Just roll all their attacks at once.
23. No, Kalenth aims out another firebolt at the black guard Drake. Does
Black one. Okay.
20. Well, it hasn't been hit yet, and so he kind of notices that
Thank
you guys are kind of at least getting most of them. He can figure, and he's all right.
Now that
Can we wrap this up, please?
Well, now that they're all damaged, we can do mass toll the dead.
He's just not gonna. These are chum. He's not gonna do anything about it. Back to the top with Mr. Maxey. Goes ahead and this
Do
time
your
he
worst.
goes, and you see all of the guard drakes to the noise, and they all run to him.
Did you want to make a Zord?
Can I attack of opportunity?
No, this is a special ability that they like are dodging out of the way. You try to like strike out or anything, and they move past. What?
What are the specifications of the special
The
ability?
specifications of this ability are using a bonus action. Mr. Maxey can call all the drakes to him, and they do not provoke attacks of opportunity when done. The high pitch whistle distracts you long enough for them to get away.
Okay.
That's the point of it.
Okay. It says I can attack me when they take the disengage action.
Well, then technically you could have detect when he moved away.
I'd already used my reaction that round.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I will say it will apply for you because you have Sentinel. You can strike the one that's next to you.
Got him.
26.
That'll hit.
9 regular damage. 5 radiant damage.
So 14.
Its speed reduced to 0.
Cannot move, but it is still alive.
It's fine. If he's about to do a big AoE, he's about to kill his Drake. If they're doing a fucking...
The other 4 move to his side, and he is able to... he's basically putting them as a barrier. He's trying to put them as a barrier between him and Pangolin as he strikes out at Pangolin. Does it say that Pangolin can be sneak attacked? Because there's sometimes he's a construct, so I just think that there's some things that
he can't be surprised.
He can't be surprised. He has vigilant.
Good. He is just going to strike out with his rapier then. Oh wait, yeah. He's multi-attacking.
Pangolin might die, y'all. I put him here in case he attacked any of you guys, so I could give him disadvantage. But if he attacks Pangolin himself, he can't do much.
So Pangolin, that's a 16 to hit and a 23 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Okay. 6.
How bad is he?
It's okay. He's at 45 still, but
Okay.
So that's 12. And then...
excuse me.
You're excused.
Thanks.
24 points of damage as Pangolin takes these 2 stabs towards his gears and he's trying to wrench him out a little bit. After that, the White Guard Drake is also going to attack. That's 1 hit.
For whom?
Against Pangolin.
Oh,
I
didn't
the
know who they were
4
attacking.
ran away, so they're guarding Mr. Maxey currently.
Cool.
So they're attacking Pangolin. That's 6 damage to Pangolin, and then I should just roll. That's basically all they're doing.
So they're all grouped up.
Yeah. That's 15.
Huh?
15 against Pangolin.
That matches. Who wins?
If they match or exceed the AC, they hit.
Okay, so he hits.
All right.
You gotta get Pangolin some armor.
That's another 6 points of damage. So
Alright.
far he's taken 12 from the Drakes. 2 more Drakes to go.
Oh, he's dead. Or he will be. He has 9 health left.
Well, that's if they hit. That's,
Yeah.
What are the odds that they hit?
One.
Well, this one wasn't.
Just a 1 as the odds.
I didn't finish. I got nervous.
And then on those last 2, that is a no.
All right.
It's sort of lucky there.
Alright, let's get that boy out of there. He's done enough.
Philip, it is your turn. Nameless, you are on deck.
Oh god, I didn't know it was that fast.
Alright, they're all grouped. Alright.
All 4 of them around Maxie, but you kept one right next to you.
Mm-hmm. Cool. This makes things a bit easier. I'm gonna take my 2 attacks on this guy. 29 and 15.
Both hit.
Uh,
That's what's really funny about it. Is that
their AC is genuinely low.
You were so close every single time.
23 on the weapon damage
23?
with both of the attacks. Yeah.
Oh, both. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
And then the radiant damage is going to be an extra 10 radiant damage. On
You
top of
just demolish this thing as it falls to the ground.
that. Okay. Turn around. Drop moonbeam right on the pack of Drakes and Maxie.
Okay. So at the start of their turns is when they have to make their save.
It says first time they enter it during a round.
So that's what I mean. Is it
yeah.
would be enter if they start there.
whenever it's going to go off, I don't care when you make me roll for it. The point is they're going to take the damage at least once.
Yeah. So that's what I would say. Anytime that happens, it's usually at the start of their turn, right? So it's like
When it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Yeah.
Okay,
So.
that's what I thought. Nameless, it is your turn.
How are they
Is Moonbeam a
around
bonus
Maxie?
action cast?
It's a bonus action cast.
Yes, they
Wait.
are.
Oh,
They're
no,
in
it's
a
an action
line?
cast. It's a bonus action to move it. I can't do that. Never mind.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, that seems weird.
It's a
but-
bonus action to move it. It's not a bonus action cast.
Okay, so you still technically have a bonus action if you want. But that means it's not there.
Yeah, I don't know what I can do with a bonus. How far away are they?
About 30 feet. Like 35.
Okay, I'm gonna, and so they're in like a wall in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run up to.
Well, it's not a wall. It's kind of like open, but yeah.
Gonna run up to the closest one. I'm going to make a bonus action shove and try to knock it prone.
They're 35 feet away.
35 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm-
that's I know I said 30. I was like, wait, no, it was 35 because of like the extra distance out there.
Okay. I'm going to.
Because you had to step in to do the Drake thing, and that's why.
Cool. I'm gonna move closer, but I'm gonna. Should I step off to the side? I'm gonna move next to Pangolin.
Okay, you move on to Penguin's side.
Yeah.
That is within your movement.
Yes.
For sure.
And that is.
But you're one step away. You'd still have to take one step in to do any attacks, but you're like right next to Pangolin.
Yeah.
Okay, Nameless.
So you were kind of explaining it. Are they like in like a line around him, a circle around him, like?
More of like a semicircle. They're kind of like on the outside edge of him.
Okay. So
So
then,
they'd be in between you and him.
but is there? I mean, it doesn't really matter. What I want to do is I want to drop a wall of fire on them with the hot part hitting Maxie.
That's brutal.
So Wall of Fire will also affect Pangolin then.
How?
The flaming damage effect only goes out one direction from the
Yeah.
wall.
Right. No, I get that. I'm saying Pangolin. So it's a straight. Like, are you doing it in a circle? Which one are you?
I'm
doing?
literally
Are you doing
gonna do it so that it's only hit like on them. That's why I was asking. I'm kind of trying to understand like if they're around him, is Pangolin inside them?
He's right next to them. So
But like I could still put it on them in their square. If it has a square, essentially, I'd put it on their square.
let me just double check. Yeah, I'm just gonna double check just to.
No,
help you
I'm
clarify.
just clarifying what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, I think you should be able to do that. I'm just.
I feel like that's what you did when we were in when you were in the forest.
Yeah.
Range is 120. You can make the wall up to 60 feet long,
Mm-hmm.
20 feet high, and 1 foot thick, or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. So you don't. That's what I was trying to figure out. Could you
Make it smaller than the maximum size.
Right, like did you have to make it at a certain size, or could you basically like adjust it?
Oh
and
no,
you
that I
can?
knew like
So-
that I knew
so,
I
like,
could do.
Yeah, you can do that. That's the only part of it that I was worried about. So
Okay, cool. So everyone, all of the people, minus the one that's the white, I guess the white Drake. I don't know if he's dead or what. So how he's
no,
hanging.
he's still alive.
But
The
everyone
Red
but
Drake who got killed. Right?
Yeah, the red.
Yeah,
one
Red Drake got killed.
dead.
White Drake is looking rough though.
Yeah.
well, everyone who's by Maxie essentially plus Maxie has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20. But it doesn't matter because it's on the guy. It's 5 HP. You said dexterity?
Yes.
What's the DC on that? Isn't it 17? 18?
I'm trying to get up to it. My D&D Beyond's freaking out. It's 17. Yes.
Okay.
I think all of us have 17. So we have 5 for a spellcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like that's usually what it should be by this point. So Maxie is the only one who saved where it's going to make a difference. Because the white one is just going to get toasted by this. Like, it's 5d8. It literally... There's no chance for it to do anything less than its current hit.
Unless you get a lot of ones.
Only
Um,
16 points
so
of
you're-
damage.
16 points of damage to all 4 of them, though.
Yeah.
And
And then 8 to Maxie.
Yep.
And he can't see us.
And if he when he starts his turn there, and when he ends his turn,
Sorry, 1 second. And when he ends his turn in that square, he will take that damage again.
or when he goes through it.
Or when he goes through it.
Yeah, he's kind of trapped. He either has to sit there and take it or move through it.
And take it.
He can't see us either, so he can't really. Alright.
Alright. Well, great turn. Good job.
I gave up on trying to
The
save
white
myself.
drake
I was like,
falls
this is
down,
annoying.
Dude,
but the other 3 are standing and currently still alive, but they're definitely getting wounded by this effect. So after Nameless, it is Liam, and
What?
then it's Pangolin and Panther.
one spell for a fight is not bad.
Yeah. Like,
Can I see Maxie through the fire or no?
the fire is...
It says the wall's opaque.
The wall's opaque, so no.
Just like
You can see the drakes, though. Right? Like, if the drakes are in the fire on the edge...
If you can still see the shadows, then if not, you can also like hold action to just pop the first thing to come out of that wall.
Yeah. You could do that, too.
Yeah, I'll just pull out. Yeah, I'll just hold my action. Whatever comes out, I'll throw my hammers at.
Sounds good. Pangolin is standing right there on the non-damaged side. So he's within 5 feet of one of the drakes. He would get disadvantage on the attack because he can't see it properly, but he knows it's there. So he could make an attack at disadvantage if he wanted.
He's gonna do a self-repair.
Okay. Panther's turn.
He's gonna hold his action until something. Well, wait, is the other one still outside, still alive?
No. The
Okay.
red,
Sorry,
the
I
red
got
one
confused.
died. The red one died. The white one died. The black, green, and the blue all ran to Maxie with the white one and are still alive. No Drake is currently
Got it.
outside of
Okay.
the wall of fire.
Then yeah, he's just gonna hold his attack until something comes out of the fire.
Okay.
That he can see.
Okay. Just know he can't make a movement on a hold action like that. He can't hold his action, wait for something to come out, and then run over and head it. He would have to
Oh,
be
so he
next to
can't
you.
do pounce for his.
He could
action.
move. Yeah, he could move over there now and wait.
Yeah,
but,
he'll
like,
do that. I thought he could do pounce as an action. So yes, he'll go over
Totally
there.
fine. Yeah, no problem. That's the weird thing about hold action is that it's a little.
Well, I think I normally would understand that. It's the fact that it's a pounce is like an action, but you also have to move. It's like
Yeah.
stupid. So yes,
Yeah,
I understand.
It's very slight. Sit Lolly.
Is there a way? How high did you make the wall, Chels?
The ceilings only go about 15 feet. So
Yeah, I was thinking like 10, taller than all of us, essentially, but not tall enough to burn the ceiling.
Is there a way for me to get higher to see Maxie from a bigger, or
No.
from a taller vantage point? No. Okay.
Stand on somebody.
Get on Penguin's back.
Then
Can
if
you
I can
parkour?
see, well, I'm nervous about that. I don't know, and I don't know if that would count as an action. So I'll just hit because I can see the drakes.
you know where they were. It's disadvantage to strike anything in the fire.
And I get damaged if I go in, yes?
Yeah. For her to
I'm
have
gonna-
been able to do it too, it's basically just on Maxie. It's only like a 5-foot square that's in there.
Well, I haven't taken any damage yet.
He's getting hotboxed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through the wall.
There's not room. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
whoa.
There's no
Okay,
there's
sorry.
no room
I
besides the
misunderstood
square
that.
that Maxie is standing in.
If I got sorry for the questions.
No,
if
it's all
I
good.
did get out there and I tried to unarmed strike or like hit with my staff, would that still be at
It's
disadvantage?
all a disadvantage.
And-
All of
okay.
it's a disadvantage because the fire is opaque, meaning it's hard to
Yeah.
look through.
Yeah,
it's hard
yeah.
to see through. So
So then I will move. I don't even have to move. I'll just hold my action. I'll just hold a radiant sunbolt until whatever, and if anything comes out.
okay.
Sorry, viewers, for all the questions.
Kalenth is going to just
Fire away.
yeah.
Is he shooting
gonna
fire
fire
into
away.
the fire?
He's shooting fire at one of the drakes. And that's a just enough. He has a +9 and he rolled a 5, so
Their AC's 14. Okay.
that's why this fight has been so funny.
God.
Is that it's like
Their
Jesus.
AC is that low, we still keep missing.
Is what the drakes have considered like 3/4 cover or?
No, I'm just considering it a disadvantage.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying disadvantage attacks because
It's like fighting in darkness.
yeah, it's
Alright.
less like they have cover because you can still affect them. Cover would be I actually have something protecting my body. This is just I can't see through it. So
All right.
you see the black guard drake crumple to the ground. All right, Mr. Maxie is going to hop his way through.
He has to technically take it when he starts his turn.
Is it start or end?
It says for the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there.
Okay.
Does that mean the first time on my turn, maybe?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is that
Because
it's-
that's
it's
kind of how I
probably-
took it, but then I was like, maybe I read that wrong.
That's
When the
really,
wall-
that's really weird phrasing.
When the wall appears, each creature within this area must make a dexterity saving throw on a failed save. That's when it takes the damage. That time, one
Yeah.
side of the wall selected by you when you cast the spell deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. A creature takes that same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn, or it ends its turn there.
That's the
The
part
other
that's
side of the
confusing me.
wall
The
deals.
enters on a turn. I mean, like if
so-
someone walked
right,
so him
into it.
walking-
I got it.
through
I
it
got
right
it.
now.
I got
Yeah,
it.
he currently hasn't
Okay.
entered the wall.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. Sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. It's all good. Wall of Fire is a great and just sometimes weirdly worded spell. They take damage when you cast it. They take damage if they pass through it, and they take damage if they end their turn on the side
side.
that's supposed to be the damage side.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah. So it's like a multiple function, and that's why it's cool. Anyway, so he's jumping through it, so he will be taking damage.
Literally.
Still, so make your 5d8.
Okay.
And a lot of attacks.
16.
Okay.
Same roll.
I know.
Wait.
He pushes through, and you see him kind of like flick the fire off. And you see him reach behind him again, and he sees you, Philip, off to the side, but he takes another one of the busters out, shakes it up. This time it has 3 mechanisms to it, and he's chucking it at the at the rest of you. So basically, Pangolin.
Does this have
And
before or after our save
This
action?
yes, there's all manner of attacks. I'm just trying to say this is what he's doing as he's coming out. But Pangolin had the problem is Pangolin
Pangolin didn't save
No.
his action. Pangolin healed himself.
healed himself. That's what he did, and you weren't close enough, or you didn't have the.
It depends- yeah, it
you
depends
had
on-
already-
it depends
you'd
on
already
where
used
he
your
came
stuff. He came out basically a diagonal side, knowing that Pangolin was over there. So the side that Pangolin's at, he's
Okay.
not coming from that side. But Panther ran up, and he is on that side. So Panther does get an attack of opportunity. So does Liam, because Liam held his. And it's a ranged attack. Same with Setlali, She also held her action, which is also a ranged attack. So the three of you get to make an attack against him. It's just a bite or a claw.
Is it an attack of opportunity? It's not his saved action?
Well, yeah. I'm just saying. Sorry, it's his held action. I said attack.
So his held action can't be a multi attack. It has to be just one.
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Anytime you hold an action or you hold an attack, you only get one. It's not like I get my whole run of attacks.
That tracks. Okay, cool. I'll have him bite.
Because the reason I said attack of opportunity is because you're technically using your reaction to do your held action.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
Yourself. No, it's all good.
I wasn't sure if I got both or just one. Okay.
Just the one, depending on what you want to do.
20.
Hit.
17.
That is a miss. Liam?
Can I make this one a sharpshooter?
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say you can at least do that. It's still... Sharpshooter is by the nature of making an attack, so...
Okay. Miss. 9.
That was going to miss no matter what.
So, yeah, the only one who hit is Panther. And so how much damage did you do?
4.
That's damage. As he kind of, like, gets a bite from Panther... just kind of throws him a little bit. And he lobs the Buster in between you four, which is Liam, Nameless, Lolly, and Kalenth, who are still within 15 feet of each other.
Yikes.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
+5, right?
No, you are not within Philip. Philip has moved over to Pangolin. None of you get the +5.
Yikes. That's okay.
Oh no.
18.
I'm gonna take my first bit of damage.
Okay, Liam?
16.
Nameless?
18.
Sitlali?
12.
16 was just enough. Way to go. You and Kalenth both got 16, so... Alright, it's just going to take me half a second. Once this drops down, you see it break and hit multiple sides. And then you see things inside them, like, explode out as well. Let's see, how many...
Shrapnel with shrapnel inside?
It's explosions with many extra little balls that cause additional explosions on top of that. So Liam, you are west. Nameless, Lolly, and Kalenth are east. And
It does
you will
different
both
stuff
be
each
affected by
direction.
north and south. So this thing basically spreads 4 additional smaller versions of itself in random directions. And so if north and south, it affects you both. If it's east, it's just Sitlali, Kalenth, and Nameless. West, it'll be Liam. So, don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that. There's a lot of direction.
Just tell them what they gotta take.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all on me. I'm sorry that I have to, like...
No. I was like, I'm just trusting
literally
you.
is all on you.
That didn't.
It's fine.
Fight.
We are.
Yeah, those are all falling...
That's...
Those are all falling close enough to do it. Right. So then we've got...
Thank you, Underground Oracle, for the Battle Busters.
Yep. North.
I hate that they're exclusively being used against us.
Yeah.
Gotta add... Oh, goddamn. Sorry. Okay. So, north... east... No, sorry. That's west. North, west... West... and east. Okay.
Weast.
Font's press is so bad. It's mad. It is bad.
Alright. So, first off, we're doing... 25. All right. But, okay, so 10, 5, 10. 10 bludgeoning damage, 5 fire damage, 10 poison damage is done to you all. Those who succeeded, which are Nameless, Liam, and Kalenth, take half of that. So you're taking 13. Setlali, you are immune to poison damage, so you only take 15. Sorry, which is then halved to 7 because of evasion.
I just
So-
wanted to. Yeah.
So I take 13?
Yep.
Great.
It's not done yet. That's just the first part. That's the first big explosion, and then the 4 separate explosions. It was north, west, west, and east, which means Liam, you're taking 3 hits, and the rest of you are taking 2 hits. Okay?
Yeah, fuck Liam.
I'm Bogart.
2 more in with this one?
Bogarting the Buster is the name of the episode.
So, I'm gonna do. All right. So, give me a second. I'll tell you what the damage is. So. There's a lot to this one. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no kidding. This is one
That's
of
why
the,
I like it.
This is one of the big boys in the supplement. I haven't read it in like a year, but
Oh my god! Same fucking number. So, all of you take.
Excuse me.
So, all of you take 3 points of damage additionally for this first one. That's 1 bludgeoning, 1 fire, 1 poison, which means, Setlali, you take 2 points.
so many
God.
D4s. There's so many D4s.
Yeah. Hey, so that's, an additional 4 damage to Kalenth and Nameless, and then 3 damage to Setlali. Sorry. Yeah, 3 damage to Setlali.
And 36 damage to Liam.
Another 6 points of damage to Liam. And then another 8 points of damage to Liam. As basically, it's just this, as he whips and throws it, he says, he's basically saying, like, this is for the last time! And as all these explosions start happening, and you're hit with these poison gases and fires and explosions, it is now... well, that was his action. So he's going to take a bonus action to... He sends a sludge scythe off to Panther. And so can Panther make a dexterity saving throw?
Is Panther close to me?
No.
$21.
He succeeds.
All right.
But he does take half damage, which is 6. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Next up, it is the Drakes, who are starting their turn within the fire.
So they're getting the damage then? No.
It's
When
if
they-
they end their turn, but they're in the
Or
middle
when-
of it.
The first
So
time
they
they,
have
the
to
This is
first
the
time
first time on their turn they've entered the fire because they started there.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense because then that's not how it's if they enter it, right? So it's like if they're pushing through, if they end their turn within 10 feet of it, that's when it would. But the point is, what I was going to say was they are starting within it, so it's a weird sort of situation. And they're technically on both the side that can damage them and not damage them. So are they moving through the fire?
Yes.
Yes. So they are going to get the damage.
Lit.
Go.
24 points of
Ooh.
damage.
Alright.
That's considerably better.
Yeah.
It's like a whole 8 better.
Alright.
I mean, 16 was still better than what I've done.
Thank
So-
you.
Before the green drake can even get out, it's burned to a crisp as the blue one kind of steps out just in time to breathe heavy. And
Somebody breathe on him.
but he is right next to you, Philip, and so he's just going to try to strike out. And he does. He strikes out.
Ha! Enough for me to disarm him by knocking his teeth out?
No, Philip, it is your turn.
Disarm him.
I'm gonna love tap this guy.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Hit. What? How much damage?
You're
gonna be able to kill
7
him.
weapon damage. 8 radiant damage.
Yeah, that's enough.
Alright. To put him out of his misery.
Yep. That's your first attack.
I'm gonna run up to Maxie
Mm-hmm.
for my last one. 18 to hit.
Hit. Oh, sorry. That is not a hit.
Okay. And
As you try to hit him with your hell pike, you notice that his armor has a similar sheen. His like vest, it has a similar sheen to Nameless's.
oh, fuck off. These rich motherfuckers. Question.
Mm-hmm.
How far did he step out of the fire?
Well, Panther was right there, but he stepped about 10 feet. He stepped like 10 feet away. Why?
I was gonna see if I could shove him back in, but I can only shove 5 feet. I'm gonna make a shield shove. I'm gonna try to knock him prone.
Okay, go for it.
How does head fall into the fire?
That's not gonna do it. It's like a 12.
Unfortunately, no. Nameless, it is your turn.
I hadn't thought about that idea. So like question like what is the circle is here. Like let's say like Maxie's here. Am I like on the other side of it or like
If the fire's here and Maxie is here,
uh-huh.
you are here.
Oh, okay, that won't work. Never mind. Well, okay. So then what I will do is cast Thorn Whip at him.
Okay, you have to walk forward to get into range.
Yes.
When you do so,
Okay.
What do you ever what?
What am I supposed to do with? I don't want to use my spells. It's only a 12.
I'm just
No,
saying,
it's
why
fine.
did I give you a bow? I was just making a joke, and that was
No,
all.
I know. Here's the thing. If I wasn't afraid we're gonna go kill Arwen and not be able to long rest before then,
Well,
I would make
no, you don't have to
spelling
use
it
any
up.
special abilities. It's still just a regular weapon. That's the point. Like you can just use regular arrows on it.
But our cantrips do like 3.
Yeah. No, I was just making a joke. Go do your thorn whip. Do your thorn whip.
I already
Thank you,
did and I
Nicholas.
failed.
What was it?
Oh,
12.
Okay, sorry.
But then I take my bow out as a special foil. Suck
No,
it!
no, you can't.
No,
Bonus
it's already
action.
out.
bonus action,
action
snap my bow
To
in half.
taunt.
Oh, I got a bow now.
Do a pose with a bow.
All right.
Oh, and
Liam,
I
it is your turn.
will not drop the fire.
Okay, you're gonna keep it up.
Yeah.
If you use your bow to hit him
Actually,
with a fire
technically,
spell, do you bow burn him?
God, I hate it.
My Thorn Whip is not a concentration.
Liam,
Yes.
your
So
turn.
it's my turn. I'm gonna walk towards him till I'm 15 feet away and use lightning lash.
Okay.
I rolled a hit. There's no spell attack button. Alright.
Should be.
Excuse me.
You have to. You have to. You have
Christ.
to like. You
Yeah,
have
there
to
should be-
You have to make it go into your actions to be able to. Do
23.
that's a hit.
I'm going to. I can strike one object or weapon held by the target creature and disarm the item.
I'm assuming he doesn't have another buster in his hand. He just got his rapier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna disarm that rapier, and I'm gonna do damage. Oh shit! 18.
Okay.
Oh, 2 8s.
Do you just throw? Do you just throw the rapier like through the firewall?
Is there no save to the disarm?
No, if I hit, I can do it.
Oh, okay. Well, there
He
we go.
gets that for free, and he gets damage.
Well, that's why.
Man,
That's why I'm asking.
man,
But also, if he does, nothing happens. So.
Yeah.
man.
All right. He drops his rapier. At this, Mr. Maxey, seeing his guard drakes just all kind of gone, immediately says, but it is Pangolin and Panther and Setlali.
Oh my.
We are up, Pangolin and Panther?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to do a
Zoids!
multi-attack again.
Okay. Panther? Pangolin?
He'll just walk up behind, so this guy's got dudes all around him, and then just try and force rend him.
Okay.
I don't like that motion you made for Force Rend.
It looks like he's like a Tonka truck.
It is 22 and 10.
The first one hits.
Lit. That's the bite. So 4.
he gets locked up. So Lolly, your turn.
I'm gonna try to Radiant Sunbolt him.
Okay.
Do I have to move so that like I'm not?
Your allies are currently giving him quarter cover, so you would if you don't really have much room to move. So he's just going to get a +2 to his AC.
Boo. Okay.
He's got pretty high AC too, because the
Come on,
combo.
dice. Well, that first one misses. And so does that second one. And then I'm gonna spend a key point to try to do it again.
Okay.
So that one also misses.
Here's the thing I have to remind you. Do you remember you ignited your Sunblade? So technically, one of your hands is being occupied. So you can't actually spend your key point and do that. You can do one Sunbolt, but and you could use a bonus action to do a third one. No, wait, no, it has to be in the offhand. So yeah, you can make your 2 attacks Radiant Sunbolt, but because you currently have your Sunblade in your hand and activated, you cannot do multiple.
Got it. Well, they all miss anyways, so.
Okay.
Except that last one that I can't do. That last one that I can't do, of course, hit. So. Glad I
Okay.
can't do
Then
it.
we'll move on. Just give me 10 seconds, everybody. My headphones just died. So.
Oh, okay.
Uh.
I got more headphones.
All right. Oh. We're almost done though, so it's just like it's just gonna be an additional like 2 minutes.
That's still a key point though, right?
I can't hear you.
Sorry. That's still a key point though. Like I still.
No, it's not a key point, and I'm just saying. You know, you did 2 attacks, and that's where
Okay.
that's where the turn had to end.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you want to go closer.
I put my CDs on skip, 'cause it keeps me going so.
Okay. Here we go. All right. I hope this is not messing up the mic or anything, but
Oh, see why it would.
okay. So, you still have your bonus action if you want to try to do something with it, but
I think with the blade in my hand, I don't think I can do anything.
Okay. Then we go back to the top of Mr. Maxey, and he says, listen. Oh, sorry, it's Kalenth. Kalenth then...
Kalenth, who's equally excited to talk this out calmly, I'm sure.
No, he's just sort of irritated and wants to get it over with.
Finger of death.
Nope, he's just going to firebolt and
Disintegrate. Banishment.
Nice. That's 18, 19 points of damage. As he gets hit with this firebolt, he's like, ah! No! Listen, all I'm trying to do is just pay back the queen, alright? You guys can keep going, I'm not gonna stop you. Just, listen. We all have jobs to do, eh? And he starts to take steps backward.
Sentinel.
Right, he's bonus action disengaging, and he's... No, I know it doesn't matter. I'm letting everybody know what he's doing. He's bonus action disengaging, he's trying to run away. Philip, go ahead and take your attack.
Jesus. 14.
Unfortunately, you just miss it, because he's like... And he starts to run away as you whiff to air, and he starts running down the catwalks.
Can Panther? Oh, you said disengage. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, nobody else can take opportunity attacks, but you guys can try to chase him if you want to. It's just he's making a break for it.
Philip, how bad do you want this? We got a motorcycle.
It's not really built for that.
I mean, this is potentially somebody that can blow our whole cover.
You're not wrong.
5, 4.
Chase.
Yeah,
I chase.
I'm chasing as well.
All right, yeah. I will give you guys. Go ahead and give me Nameless, since you were the first to say it. Philip, you're right behind her. Nameless, give me.
How much distance did he put?
Probably a little bit, no more than like 50 feet. So he's probably closer to 40 actually. So he's not that far in front. But Nameless, give me a strength, like an athletics check to try to grab him if you're if you're trying to do that.
Okay.
He's about 40 feet away, so it's up to you. You can either make an attack or you can keep trying to chase him, is my point.
No, I'll try chase. That's cool.
Okay.
And I'm so glad I did, because it's a natural 20 for a 24.
You crush his windpipe.
Very good. You're able to completely just you're catching him on the offbeat path, and with Philip right behind him, he's a little distracted. And Philip, as you're running up, you see Nameless pounce him and put him to the ground and take a bite attack. No,
Honestly, yeah.
You just start biting him.
Yeah, and he's still rolled low even on that natural 20. So you currently have him pinned to the ground, and Nameless, Philip, you are the ones next to him. And he's just like, listen, I swear, it'll be fine. I'm Mr. Maxey. I just do jobs for everybody.
Yeah, we know exactly who you are. You got anything interesting to tell us, or
All I have.
any reason why we shouldn't just put an end to you right here?
You want a friend on the inside. Someone who could potentially get you through those first few floors.
You think you can do that?
Well, yeah.
Insight check?
No.
Yeah, go for it.
22?
There is a lot of confidence, and it is very misplaced. You can tell that, he is willing to say whatever he can. He may try. You see all of the doubt of someone who doesn't know if it's going to work, though.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it because I'm myself. So I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery, and I'm going to put it directly at his neck. So even if he were to live, hopefully it would maybe cut his vocal cords, and he wouldn't be able to talk. So that is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you don't have to
Jesus.
roll for anything right now. You guys kind of have
Oh.
him dead to rights, so even if you didn't kill him in this attack, Philip, if your next move is to do something similar, unless you were actually going to talk to him, he is going to die here.
Okay.
So you have,
I'm
I'd
s-
say you have like a reaction to try to stop her, but like that's it.
I'm just gonna say, I don't think those bluffs suit you as well as they think you do. And just walk off. And let her do what she wants to do.
Just, yeah,
I'm like-
it's just eviscerate. As he.
Oh, that armor looked nice if anybody wanted it, but, I'm gonna start moving.
I at least want to see it. Also, I want to see if he has any more busters on him.
Sure. Nameless, I guess, drags the body. What's up?
Well, actually, what I do want to do, I do want to drag it back to where like all the other bodies are, and I want to take all the Drake bodies and like put them in the river water sewage nastiness, so that if someone were to walk by, they wouldn't see them.
Yeah, no problem. There's blood everywhere, but sure.
Yeah, greater restoration.
It just adds to the decor.
Greater
It's just,
Clean
it's it.
magic eraser, and I
Greater
start.
greater restoration to get rid of
scrubbing.
blood.
That's prestidigitation.
Yeah.
You can just, you can prestidigitate.
That's what I
Little
meant.
magic
Whatever.
mop.
Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Maxie, you see his rapier, his dagger, and the cobweb armor. When he's this close, you can get a closer inspection. It is cobweb. It's sort of it's the vest and like tailcoat that are the things that are kind of like creating that armor. So it's not necessarily, it's not blue. It's more of a cream color, but it's armor. He does have on his person a couple of busters still. So he used the Hellstorm. He used one old trusty.
I wonder which one was the Hellstorm.
So he currently has on his person, and this is something, because we're about to end the session, I can give it to you over the, basically tonight. He has, I would write these down, anyone. He has
Euler?
2 Devil's Breath. He has 2 Old Trustees. He has 2 Gelatinous Booms.
Ah!
And that's it, because he used his other Hellstorm. He had 2 Hellstorms, and he attached one to the inside, and then he threw that other one at you. And he threw an Old Trusty as well. So
Got him.
I thought I was going to get more out before he went down. So.
I was hoping to take him out quick so we could get more of those things. I want some.
Yeah. He had to make a choice between jumping out and being able to get around and doing the Gelatinous Boom.
Yeah, because he couldn't use that stuff as he's right by us.
Right. And that was the problem. The Gelatinous Boom is cool because it impedes movement, but it also stops fire and acid. So it was
He
like
could have
was
used that on
gonna-
the wall.
Yeah, he was going to try to throw it down, but because of the opportunity attacks and all these other things surrounding him, he was having a little bit of trouble. He almost threw it down until the natural 20. If you had rolled basically below him, he would have been able to throw that down and impede your movement enough to get away. So, but you guys just barely got him. So, good on you.
At least you got the 20 when it counted, you know?
By the way, Gold Dragonborn have resistance to fire.
That makes sense.
Here's the thing. I feel like I would know. Like, I feel like Chelsea knows that. Same with, I knew what the Drake colors meant, too. But I was like, I don't know if... And I asked, does Nameless know? And I don't know if... We haven't really been chilling with a lot of Dragonborn, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
We should ask Dracarius some dragon questions while we had him.
I know I can
Well,
say I'm a dragon friend, but I don't know if I really am.
I mean, you slaughtered Drakes,
pilfer
though,
through
so.
his things and start to kind of like get your bearings on what you're about to do. That is where we will call the session for tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks for that wild combat of just like
The slowest, lowest.
it could have been 2 rounds. Like that's the thing. Like
The Drakes aren't like
it
that
wasn't like
strong.
you guys were necessarily doing bad tactics either. And it was like Mr. Maxey was like, hey, he's trying to pick you guys off and he's trying to separate you. And Kalenth was there, and Kalenth's like, I'm just gonna save the higher level stuff for now. Like, there's no other reason to do this besides. So it was just like all of that all together somehow ended out with you guys just not killing things.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't want to like burn my resources because like they're just Drakes, but like
Yeah.
we could not
Yeah.
hit things.
Yeah, that was the problem. It was more just like it was just the not hitting that like really sold it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming tonight. Have a good night.